Hello and welcome to the stream to number 21 of the Digital Homicides discussion and podcast stream thingy. With me, as always, is Lothar, and we continue our Game of the Decade stream from last month, basically. All right, let me switch over to Lothar. Hi, Lothar.
Right on. Hi everyone.
There we go. All
Long
right.
time no see.
Oh yeah, by the way, you can reach over to me now. Ah! Ah!
Yeah, okay. Uh,
Green screen for the win.
yep, and we're not getting distracted from the start.
Yeah, totally. No, no. What is distraction? What is that word even? All right. So last time we ended with, yeah, 2013. So we only have a few years to cover from here. So
Basically, we continue the game of decade.
yes.
And,
So all right.
and we have at least two anniversaries. First flying to space and the Chernobyl catastrophe.
Yeah. That's something we don't really have to celebrate. But yeah,
I
that stuff.
mean, we still can talk about games like Stalker and basically post-apocalypses
Yeah,
and
sure.
about space games.
I mean the Chernobyl
Catastrophe.
catastrophe. Oh my god, that one happened a few days before my birthday. So yeah, that was nice birthday party outside. Yeah, I think we heard about it. I mean, everybody heard about it a few days after it happened. So it basically was already in the air when we knew about it.
Yep, and it was already taken care of by Soviet government, not like in a TV series from HBO.
Yeah, and yeah, we had my birthday party outside in the garden of my parents. So, and the best part was in school when we had sports class. We went jogging, and yeah, clever idea to jog outside because why would you stay inside the gym hall or something like that? No, let's go outside, but don't go too close to the grass because of the radioactivity. Stay on the track basically. Yeah, sure, because radioactivity just makes a I don't know, an arch over the asphalt, and it's not going anywhere near asphalt. So
It's a strict code of radioactive particles. You should stay on the grass.
yeah, the thing is, I mean, yeah, in Chernobyl, you should not touch the ground and then your face or something like that. Um, so yeah, it kind of makes sense to not go on stuff that is radioactive because anyway, um,
Basically, it was a preview for the next or the next after that podcast.
yeah, moving on. All right, so 80 days. Did I play that?
God damn it, this freaking list. Okay.
Actually, not sure if I played that. I mean, it's the 80 days story that you know. I don't know if I played that game actually. Hmm.
Basically, it's a mobile game.
Why the frick is that in here?
Okay, skip.
IGN. Screw you. All right. Bayonetta 2.
Now that's definitely something interesting. It basically came, uh, if I remember correctly, it was after DMC Devil May Cry.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I have. Do I have the first one? Which one was? Yeah, the first one was released for PC. The second one wasn't even released for PC.
It was released a bit. Remaster collection, first three games in one.
No, I mean Bayonetta.
Oh, Bayonetta, yeah. Second one is Wii U exclusive.
Wii U?
Yep,
Ah,
it's
okay.
only on Wii U.
Oh, not even on the
And that's
Switch?
big. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the biggest problem with Bayonetta 2. It's a cool game, especially when you're taking into consideration the DMC Devil May Cry. Good thing that they abandoned it. And it's only on Wii U.
Yeah, it's weird. But I want to get a Wii U anyway one day. So
Yeah, definitely a game worth playing.
I mean there are a few really nice games out on the Wii U, and I
It's not like
mainly
you can say that Wii U have only one good game, but yeah, Bayonet definitely one of those games that, well, if you love beat 'em up, it's definitely one of those must plays.
yeah I have to give the original Bayonetta on PC another go. I only played less than half an hour, and I don't know. Something was weird with it on PC. I don't know. I have to try it again. I mean,
I
it's
can't say that
supposed
it's
to be pretty.
specifically PC problem. For yeah, for me, it's I kind of get what you're talking about. But at the same time, it's something that basically what you need to get used to.
Yeah, yeah, I guess. But yeah, Bayonetta 1 came out 2017, so we might come back to that later.
Yeah, Bayonetta 1 for PC at least.
But yeah, funny. All right, so yeah, we're mostly talking about PC games, I guess. So all right,
Still, one of the good games, especially because of freaking DMC Devil May Cry.
all right, a game series that is so not something for me. I don't get the hype around it. Five Nights at Freddy's.
It's definitely on annoying end.
I don't know. I tried it and I don't know. It's just not my game. I mean,
Uh,
congrats for the developer coming up with it and releasing what, four, five versions of it?
Definitely 5.
Five, and I think there was a VR version or something.
I'm
So
not sure about VR version, but definitely a book and the movie either in development or was supposed to be. And
really,
yeah,
then I would prefer to have Hello Puppet, or Hello, is it Hello Puppets? Then I would prefer a movie about that where puppets become alive and
like Puppet Master.
yeah, and you're basically, it's a VR game where you hold a hand puppet and that hand puppet is kind of possessed and it talks to you and helps you with things and stuff. It's a pretty fun game. I have to
Hmm,
play it again. I got stuck at one point where I didn't. First, I broke the game several times, but I played it for the developer or the publisher. So I have to play it again. But it's
uh,
really funny to see the puppets on your hand talking to you and looking your direction and stuff. It's really funny. So
yeah, definitely.
that goes a bit in the
Again,
direction of Five Nights at
let's
Freddy's world.
go back to Five Nights. Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
All right. So
For me, Five Nights, it's definitely well. As for you, it's definitely not for a game for me. I prefer the game. Well, I know it's a horror game. I'm not think that every horror game should give you an opportunity to fight for your life, but still, I prefer the game where you can at least flee from the danger. Then you're just sitting here and like, yep, I need this freaking job. I have no problem staying here for next 5 nights, even though I shit my pants on the first night.
yeah, I
Also,
mean,
fuck all FNAF YouTubers.
yeah, it's a jump scare simulator basically. So I mean, yeah. I mean, I tried it because I wanted to know what's going on about the hype and stuff, but nah. All right, moving on. Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft. Uh, yeah, it's
Well,
one of those card games.
if Magic is too complicated for you, then Hearthstone's definitely for you.
Yeah, and if you're a Blizzard fan, then it's definitely also a game for you, because or World
Yeah,
of Warcraft actually. Um,
Blizzard
s-
fan. Type of thing that basically going to extinct in some near future.
yeah, it de-
Well, it's
de-
never not
it
here or there, but yeah.
it depends. I mean, they work on Diablo 2 remake now, which looks really really nice, and they won't change the game. It's
I played
basic.
a lot of Diablo clones, and they definitely more technically more better than Diablo 2 right now.
Yeah, everybody knows that, but there is a fan base who wouldn't want Diablo 2 any other way it is. But they,
Well, I would play original Total War ROM if Microsoft didn't broke Windows.
yeah, and I personally
So
would.
basically the same thing with original Diablo 2. If I'd like to play, I'd prefer to play original Diablo 2.
Nah, that's the thing for me. I didn't play it because I really didn't like the way it looked. It was but ugly. Seriously, it was it when it came out it didn't appeal to me one single bit. At the same time, Sacred came out with 3D rendered graphics, and
Yeah, that's true.
it I mean it is a bit different gameplay wise, but it looks so much better, and that's the reason why I was a Sacred guy. Yeah, I know. Um,
Yeah, I played both of those games.
but I'm actually looking forward to the Diablo 2 as a remake with the original gameplay, and they don't really change much about the way it was back then. A few things get altered, but most of the stuff, like the small inventory with the inventory management and all that kind of stuff, that will all stay the same. Same story, same action, same enemies. Everything will be the same, but it looks really, really good. So now I want to play it because I don't mind hard RPGs, but at least I want to look at them and don't need a bucket next to me. you know?
And we're not talking about Hearthstone.
Yeah, I mean we were talking about Blizzard.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
and if they don't pull off Diablo 2 the right way, it doesn't matter how good or bad Diablo 4 will be, because in the
Look at
past.
Warcraft 3 Reforged. I have no faith in Diablo 2.
Exactly, that's the problem, and they know that they need to pull off the next remake really good, because pretty much everybody is pissed about Warcraft 3. I don't mind because I didn't
You
play it.
know, I'm kind of shocked that who was that? The person who uh, I don't remember who that was, but somebody from Blizzard was like, "Hey, one day we run out of game to remake, so we forced to make new games." Shockingly,
Yeah, I mean there was one game that might be a good idea to bring back, StarCraft Ghost. I still don't know and understand why they canceled that back then. It was a third
nobody did.
person third person action game. Anyway, moving
Nobody.
on.
Yeah,
Hearthstone, free to play game. You can invest money, you don't have to. So if you just want to play casually and don't really know much about card games, this is a pretty easy game to get into. And it's fun
or
as
play
well
Gwent.
and looks good. So, all right. I do, IGN, seriously, what the fuck? Why do they put PT in there? It's that never
I
happened.
don't know. PT is basically a
Yeah, just moving on. It doesn't matter.
gravestone. PT is basically a gravestone of Konami. So yeah,
it doesn't make any sense to put it in there. All right, Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor.
I have
Uh,
no idea why it's a beloved franchise. I
y-
played it.
yeah, I
I
played it
feel it's
as
dull.
well. It's, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't play that much. I played it quite a bit, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not enough fan of the whole theme, or I don't know. It's not really a bad game, but
Played 11. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I say it's kind of bland.
yeah.
Nothing special, especially because we have Batman in the same list. I kind of know Batman as a character, but I wasn't really like big fan of the Batman. Even though I just recently finished Batman Marathon from Origins to Arkham Knight.
Mm.
And even though I hate Origin and definitely don't like Arkham Knight, I played it with much bigger enjoyment than I spent almost 11 hours in Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, Mordor feels like a mix of Assassin's Creed meets Batman. Um,
Oh, you
but
know what Shadow of Mordor don't have? What Batman has, at least since Arkham City. You can just run on the roofs and ignore all the fights. In Shadow of Mordor, you always walking on the ground, and some Uruks like, "Hey, what the fuck is this shooter doing here? Let's go and kick his ass."
yeah, I mean that's yeah, but that's related to the story and stuff. So
Yep, definitely, but it's still annoying, especially when you're trying just to get from the one end on the map on the other.
but
Yes, I know about quick travels, but still,
the
I
one
like to walk around.
the one thing that I didn't really like too much, and also I'm not sure if that's even part of Tolkien's original story, the switching between the characters, you know, the ghost-like character and your normal real life character. That
Even it is not part of Tolkien lore.
that
I
didn't
don't
really
think it's supposed to get in conflict with anything that Tolkien wrote.
yeah, that didn't really I don't know, it didn't I've played it 8 hours, so I mean it looks nice and all those orcs and everything and whatever you have in there, but if it wouldn't be related, oh, what the oh my god. Ah, wait a second. Why is there a spider coming up from over there? Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit. Oh my god, that gave me goosebumps here right now. Holy shit, are you fucking kidding me? Damn! Oh fuck! that, that just came right down, right here, and it was a really, really. I,
I
it was
could
a.
see it on the camera, so basically we saw it.
Did you? Was it? Was it? Was it? Could you see it because it was almost transparent? It was. I don't know. It.
Yep, camera could see it just fine.
Oh, holy shit! That was so close. First, I thought it was a um, you know, from those flowers or cotton and stuff. You sometimes have stuff that floats through the air, and we have a lot of wind lately.
Pendulum like something.
Yeah, yeah, some stuff like that. And yeah, I thought it was something like that, and I was, holy shit! Oh my god!
He came a little bit too late. He should came down when we talked about Five Nights at Freddy.
Yeah, but a spider is also kind of fitting Middle Earth, so. But yeah, if you wouldn't have those characters related to the movie like Gollum and a few others, I'm not sure if that game would have succeeded.
Some people like spending time doing monotone stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
in Russia we're calling that process that way.
mhm. Yeah, so it's not a bad game, but yeah, if you're not a fan of
It is.
Lord of the Rings, you can skip that. All right, Shovel Knight, a game I definitely need to get.
I played one of the versions of Shovel Knight, and yeah, it's definitely a cool little platformer.
I don't have it, right? Yeah, I don't have it. Holy crap.
Thanks, SVD.
5 versions now?
Yep.
What the? Which one is the first one? Showdown? No.
Um,
Shovel of
it's a
Hope?
good question, actually.
2014. Yeah, I think Shovel of Hope was the first one. Damn. Yeah, okay. Bundle price 31.35 for 5 platformers. Yeah, it's one of those retro styled platformers that I think it was one of the first back then actually that went that old school way of platforming.
If we're talking about looks and feels, yes.
So yeah, that's definitely a nice game. All right, that basically ends 2014, but I'm kind of missing stuff for 2014. Isn't there? Was that all we had in 2014? Are you kidding me?
Let's try to Google it. Uh, yeah, we have games like Dark Souls 2, Alien Isolation, Far Cry 4, first Titanfall,
Yeah,
Wolfenstein: The New Order,
but
South Park: The Stick of Truth.
yeah, I mean,
Okay,
hello, what the fuck is going on, IGN? I mean, seriously? Okay,
This War of Mine.
let's go with PC games N. All
Well, I
right.
definitely swapped Hearthstone with This War of Mine.
Yeah. So yeah, let's check this page now. So okay, yeah, goes yeah, or it starts with Alien Isolation. Definitely a nice game and one of the best games related to a movie license. Um,
And first, as far as I know, it's first horror attempt from Creative Assembly.
mm, yeah, maybe I don't know.
Basically, guys who made whole Total War made this game.
Mm.
Shockingly.
Yeah, so I did play it, and the first few jump scares kinda passed me. I was like, "Oh, was that the alien?" I do want to play this in VR, even though there is no official VR version for this. They started developing it as a VR game, so I have no idea why you would not finish this game as a VR game. This would have sold so many more titles when it would have VR integrated. Um, so yeah, even
I
though it's not,
wouldn't say that it would sell more copies because machines that can't run VR physically a lot more widespread than the other way around.
I mean,
But
if
yeah, they definitely would sell more copies if they made it VR.
yeah, not VR only, but with a VR
Yeah,
mode. For example, Star Wars Squadrons, which I was playing the last few days, um, came out for $40 full price. It has a VR mode and a non-VR mode, and both are compatible to cross-play and multiplayer. So it doesn't matter
huh.
if you have VR or not. You can get the full package with and without it. So and it's awesome. It's really awesome in VR. And I know a lot of people who are hardcore VR. They say if this game, I want this game in VR. If you don't release it in VR, I don't buy it. Um, I think that Resident Evil 7 lost thousands of gamers on PC because they promised us after the 12-month exclusivity on Sony PlayStation that we will get it on PC, including VR. and I don't know why they didn't release it as VR. And I
Maybe Sony gave them a little bit more money, so they was like, yep, okay, fuck it.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's also the reason why I would never ever buy Resident Evil Village, no matter what game it is, how good it is. It is overpriced anyway, besides that. But nah, that pissed me off, and there will be no
If we're
VR
talking
version.
about overpriced, then it's definitely Resident Evil 3 remake.
I think Resident Evil Village, if you buy, if you want to have the full package, you're around 80, 90 euros or dollars. Anyway,
Fucking trending.
moving on. Alien Isolation, nice game. I was kind of surprised though, because I was expecting it to be you and the alien, but there are so many human enemies in there, and that was the main reason why I stopped playing the game. Because my plan of playing this game was hide and seek with an alien, um, not sneak around human enemies that want to shoot me or whatever. So yeah, I will play it again, but I think I'm gonna play it in VR next time.
Well, it has have enough Alien. It's not like it's like Alien Colonial Marines or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. True. I
It
mean,
came out in 2014. I mean, it's dangerous.
15. No,
Ah,
no, no,
15.
14. Yeah, 14. Yeah, I was kind of surprised as well. Is it that
Hmm.
old? Fuck, I need to play that
Yep.
game finally. I only played it a little bit, but I want to play this game in VR only. So
Yep,
yeah,
and they also made a DLC so you could explore planets.
yeah, it's basically becoming No Man's Sky.
Better No Man's Sky.
Yeah, because space and economy and all that kind of there is real economy and all kind of stuff. Elite Dangerous is an insane game, but it's also kind of I don't know. As much as I want to play it, as much I'm kinda I don't want to say afraid or anything, but um, you cannot really play that as full single player, right? There are always
Yeah, it's always online, like Microsoft Flight Simulator, and basically has the same problem as Microsoft Flight Simulator. The map is too freaking big, and if we take into consideration the new DLC that add explorable planets, then map become even more huge.
yeah. I mean, you have a freaking universe to explore. So I mean, I played 90 hours of No Man's Sky, and I'm not even nearly close to the center of the universe. So you can play that game for years and you will not see everything. Impossible. And in Elite Dangerous, yeah, um, it's a bit like it's like a smaller version of Eve. Eve is even more insane when it comes
Smaller.
to yeah. Anyway, nice game, and I started playing Elite on the Commodore 64. Damn, I that was such a hard game back then. Holy shit.
It's
Landing
still hard.
landing on one of those freaking stations while they were turning. Oh, don't ask me how many ships I lost. Just don't. I don't even remember. I never finished it. I played it for a while, but it was just I, it was too much back then. Okay, but yeah, Elite Dangerous. If you don't have it yet, it's on sale really often. So, but seriously, that game is 7 years old now. Looks still
Nice,
awesome, and
definitely.
you have a lot of really awesome mods to it as well. Like the AI voice can be anything basically. I heard Captain Kirk, uh, uh, Data, and whatnot. So yeah, that's pretty fun. Did your camera freeze?
Hmm. Let me check it out.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
you
it died.
I thought, hmm. You're not holding that still. All right. While you fix that, moving on.
God damn it.
Broken Age. I still need to play that, but I'm also kinda not too motivated with that. It's one of those games that were on Kickstarter from a developer that actually, okay, there you are, that actually has money or used to have money. Tim Schafer is one of the creators or founders of Double Fine. So yeah, people were not too happy about what came out of there. So I wouldn't put that in best games of the decade. No, definitely not. Hearthstone, we had that earlier. Banner Saga. I
I
want to
forgot
play
this
it,
game
but it's
is,
it.
but yeah, it's definitely one of the good games.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, I know that from others. It's not my type of game, but I do know from reviews that there's a ton of good stuff in there. So if you like Vikings and tactical RPG, I think there's no reason to not get it. I think I have all of them, but I never played one. I should. Um, Banished. What was Banished again? Medieval city builder.
I
A
have no
year
freaking idea.
a year before City Skylines. And that name rings a bell, but I think I'm not
I haven't
sure.
even heard about this game.
I have it on my wish list, but I did not play that, did I? Wait, I have to close this so we can see that video. There you go. So that is Banished. Very positive. Hmm, looks pretty nice. And yeah, if you don't if you want to have a building game, this could be pretty nice.
Yeah, I'll stick
Oh yeah, it's a one.
with Stronghold.
This is a one-man project,
Hmm, okay.
so that's pretty nice. And it costs 19 euros, which is really not too much. Okay, well, let me activate this again and go in here. There we go. All right, so yeah, I mean, I have it on my wish list. Didn't get it yet, but okay. Titanfall, the original Titanfall. Um,
Definitely not.
yeah, it's yeah. I mean, the original Titanfall was was a multiplayer
Good
game.
idea. Multiplayer only game.
Yeah, so that was the first problem. But that
Good
was
idea, bad execution, uh, bad
the
story, I guess.
the thing with Titanfall, Titanfall 2, in my opinion, one of the best games of last decade. Um, is totally 100% underrated because people see the name and they remember, multiplayer only, it was mediocre, not that good. Titanfall 2 is mainly a single player game with an insanely good story that is fun from start to the end. There was there was not one part that I remember now that annoyed me or was bad in any way. You could handle everything. Difficulty was okay. You had a mix of mech fights and parkour and shooting in the game. If you didn't get Titanfall 2 yet, that's a must-have game. Definitely
Well,
a,
what we can say about Titanfall 2 for sure that the game surely explained what the heck is Titan is.
yeah. And if you play Apex and you're wondering about a few things, play Titanfall 2 and you might know a bit more. I'm kind of pissed that Apex is not Titanfall 3, really. But if
And
Titan,
because of Apex, we will not have Titanfall 3.
yeah, why?
Because it's EA.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we will see, I guess. if Titanfall 3 gets announced as a single player game, I'm pre-ordering that. I'm definitely against pre-ordering games, but Titanfall 2 was so good. You have to be really a shit developer to. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're talking about it. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Maybe not pre-ordering it. But yeah, Titanfall 2, if you see that somewhere and it's on sale every now and then, get it. Just get it. All right, moving on. South Park, The Stick of Truth. Um, I did enjoy it for the most part, even though I'm not really a South Park fan. I do know all the characters and stuff, and I know South Park since the beginning, but I'm not really a hardcore fan or anything. Um, I think if you're a fan, this game is just a must-have as well. For what it is, it's not a bad game. It's a fun game.
Well, for it, what it is definitely a quite good game. Especially, we should know that this thing is a licensed product that was made by good developer and was written by the original creators of South Park.
Yeah, they were completely involved in the whole development process. So they basically gave their okay, um, and yeah, you basically get a South Park movie in a really long version, kinda. The story is pretty fun and all. Um, there are a few different versions though. It depends where you want to get that version. Um,
Scene that made Koala cries.
if you get it on console, you will get the censored version. On PC, you get the uncensored version. If you get the German version, yeah, you're fucked again. Um, because
Australian versions as well.
we in Germany you get the mostly uncut version, but everything that's Nazi related, and if you know South Park, you know that there are Nazis in that game. Swastikas get censored with black bars. So if you're fighting Nazis, for example, let's say you're fighting 4 or 5 Nazis, you have 4 or 5 big fat black bars on the right side attacking you, basically. It's
In South Park, it's not just Nazi, it's Nazi fetuses.
yeah, but yeah. Everything with a swastika is censored. The rest, like the alien stuff, no, that's all fine. We have that here. Hey, Luis, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Quote of the day: what's that spider doing there? Still laughing about it. Oh, I have to clip that later. Seriously, that was. I mean, I'm looking. You know, the thing is, you're looking at a screen and then a spider. I mean, that spider was that big. I mean, it wasn't really small, but it had so thin legs and almost no coloring to it. I know my spiders in my apartment. It's not like I'm surprised that there is a spider coming down. But we kinda have a silent agreement here that over there, that's their corner, which will be gone soon because that will be the corner of my green screen for my VR area. So they might want to go in that corner. I don't care. But as long as the spiders are up somewhere, hey, I don't care. I mean, I do sometimes have a fly in here or a mosquito or something. I don't care. Spider is good. I mean, but not in my freaking face. And if you concentrate on the monitor, you're looking 30 or no, it's 40 to 50 centimeters away from my face. So this is kind of blurry here, right? So, damn, fucking hell. Yeah, that was a really young one, so it wasn't that grown yet. Or it just maybe it dropped its skin or so. But yeah, I'm happy you enjoyed that. Good start into the day, right? Since it's morning over there. All right. So yeah, South Park, pretty fun game. Pretty fun game.
Well,
Uh, all right.
if you like this kind of humor, basically.
Yeah, yeah, sure. If you don't like South Park at all, this you will hate the game. I mean, obviously, you do have to like it at least a little bit. I mean, South Park, either you like it or you hate it. I don't really care too much. It's okay. Yeah, some stuff is a bit over the top maybe, but I don't mind. And what I really like is when they use actual um, news or topics, and they do that a lot in South Park, and tell us their opinion about it, what they think about it. So one of the best episodes that I saw was the episode about World of Warcraft and MMOs. That episode is just epic. I can, and that's also the one that I saw most. What I like about South Park is the background, how it all happened. They basically made a cardboard Christmas card and sent that to a producer or something. That was basically the beginning. So at the beginning, they were all hand cut out cardboards and paper and everything. Now it's all digital, but it looks like it's still handmade, but it's all full digital now. All right. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, the last decade was still kinda the decade where Telltale Games was around, and
Yeah, I don't care about Telltale. I said more than once what I think about Telltale games, and I'm kind of tired of repeating myself.
yeah, I mean, there are a few things or a few games that I actually enjoyed from Telltale. The Wolf Among Us was actually one of them because it's an original story. At least I didn't know it. Maybe there's a book in
Tales
the
is
States
based
or
on
so.
comics.
Yeah, maybe, but um, I just know it from them, and that was a pretty fun game actually. I mean, game is you can kind of stretch that when we talk about Telltale games. Um, yeah, you do have decisions to make, but there are some situations in some games where you actually don't have to do anything. You can just put the controller or anything away and just lean back and let it run and flow. Um, doesn't work in Batman because you sometimes have to do a real interactivity and maybe do a quick time event or so. But in most games, or in a lot of games from Telltale, um, The Walking Dead is also one where you actually have to interact with the game. But some, yeah, you can just don't decide and it will decide for you something.
Well, the biggest problem that the game will shit on your choices. Whatever you choose, the game will be like, yeah, screw you. I'm going to do the things my way.
Yeah, the thing is, it tells you blah 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 will remember your choice or something like that.
Yeah, and in the end, like,
It doesn't give a fuck. The only thing that you have from those decisions, you see at the end what you decided and what other people decided. So I mean, the outcome is basically the same. So it's not like you have five different endings to a Telltale game or so. There's one game when you have that as a physical copy from Telltale, that's getting really expensive. I just read something about that. And it's also a really, really good game from them. The Back to the Future game from Telltale um, is is actually kinda seen as part of the Back to the Future story, and it fits really well into it. And that was a really, really good one. But that was before 2014, I think. All right. Anyway, moving on. Towerfall Ascension.
yeah, let's just go into 2015 because I think if we'll stay in 2013, we're just gonna stay in here.
Yeah, but there are really good. Okay, let's go through them a bit faster. Towerfall Ascension was one of the exclusive games for the Ouya console. Yes, I'm one of those backers, and never mind. Fun multiplayer game.
Yeah, rip your money.
Does anybody want to have a limited edition of an Ouya? Um, Luftbrowsers, retro-styled multiplayer shoot 'em up thingy. Pretty nice, actually. Telltale, the next one, Walking Dead, Season 2. Moving on. Wolfenstein, The New Order. Wolfenstein series was revived with the new ones. Was the New Order the first one, or was New Order?
New Order was the worst one.
Then New Blood.
The first one.
New Blood
Yep.
was the follow-up, which is actually the prequel to the New Order. Anyway,
Great, actually.
awesome game, and that was actually the first game that you can now buy in a German and in the uncut version in Germany. So you can decide to have it with swastikas or without. Wolfenstein series was the first game that actually was allowed or able to do that. Moving on, sir, you are being hunted. Survival stealth shooter game. I still want to play that more. Pretty interesting style. Yeah, it's definitely different, and it's not an easy game. Okay, moving on. Dark Souls. Yeah, hate it or love it. It's definitely the Dark Souls series is definitely one of those series that changed the last decade or the upcoming decade with the last decade. I still hate the controls. Bioshock
They're
Infinite,
not that good. They're not that bad actually.
what the controls?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me they are.
It's not just Bioshock Infinite. It's the second part of DLC stories for Bioshock Infinite.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. I still need to continue that DLC. Huh. The last time I played it, I sucked. The first time I played it, I had no problems, but yeah, well, I get old. This is a really, really good DLC though. If you know Bioshock, you play as Elizabeth in that DLC. So if you want to see a different side to the story and more background, that's a DLC that's actually worth it.
Ain't it
Um,
from Rapture? Basically from the city from the first two games.
yeah. You get back to Rapture.
Hmm.
Not all, yeah, partly I think. Yeah, the second half is the Return to Rapture. Yeah, exactly. You start in what was it, Colombia,
Nah.
but yeah, pretty good. Child of Light. Still need to play that. Um, really beautiful art style, hand drawn graphics. Ubisoft title, so you need Uplay. I think no, it's on Steam as well. Um, I know from reviews, pretty good game. Still need to play it. Distant Worlds, yeah, strategy game. Cannot say anything about it. Didn't play it. Won't try it. So it's not my type of game. Tropico 5. Yeah, I know the Tropico series isn't bad. I have a bunch of them. Should play them maybe. It's like Age of Empires and stuff like that. Divinity Original Sin. One of the best RPG games that came out of Kickstarter actually. Made Larian uh, a new and good developer and studio. I didn't play
They're
it.
not actually that new.
What Larian?
Yep.
Yeah, they were around, but not. They didn't. I think they mostly did stuff for others.
No, they have the whole Divinity series. I just saw something on GOG. Oh boy. Uh,
What?
um, mm, do you know Capstone?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
What?
on GOG now.
Huh?
Operation Body Count, Corridor 7. those games on GOG.
Okay.
They're not that good.
I mean, there are shit games on GOG as well. It's not like they only have high class games. It depends, I
Yep,
guess. And I mean, they have a lot of old games, and some games they did not age well. I mean,
those games weren't good even when they were released.
yeah, that's another thing. But a lot of games from the early 90s did not age well. Trust me, they did not age well. You can
I
play them
know.
on new systems when you get them on GOG, but um, if you're used to gameplay from the last 10 years or so, or if you're younger than 20 or 30 years, you might not enjoy those old games. Console games, different story, but old school PC games are definitely old school. Trust me about that. Drag and drop and stuff like that in old games, meh. Actually, you had drag and drop in Syndicate, in the original Syndicate, which is one of the games that shows how good Peter Molyneux actually was as a developer before he lost his mind. Kinda. Okay. Well, Divinity, I definitely want to play that. Moving
Oh yeah,
on.
the series was around.
No, okay. The Sims 4.
No,
I mean,
just based on one simple fact that Sims 3 in the base game have a lot more content.
yeah, okay. I don't know Sims 4 enough for that, but they definitely milked that game series with that to the end. I think there will not be a Sims 5 anytime soon.
Sims 3 have like 20,000 rubles worth of DLCs.
Yeah, there's a ton and real add-ons and stuff. And when 4 came out, I kinda had the question why. But for what? If you have Sims 3, yeah, there's basically no reason to get Sims 4. I mean,
And
from
it's not like Sims 4 has good graphics or something.
yeah, it doesn't stand out in any way. It looks basically the same like Sims 3. From 2,
It looks better, but in most parts, it's much worse than Sims 3 or
yeah,
Sims 2,
from 2 to 3, it was definitely a bigger step than it was from 3 to 2. From 3 to 4.
3 to 4.
But okay, yeah, moving on. I don't know how to say that. Hatoful?
Hatful Boyfriend.
Yeah. That's a name that
Good
will
game.
stick.
Give to your mate.
Yeah, this game, this the name of this game will stick to me forever. I don't know why, but this is kinda branded into my brain for some reason.
Did I give it to you?
No, I think I got it already from somewhere else, but I'm not sure. I actually have that on my ignore list. Yeah, I don't have it. Yeah, it's one of those visual novels, and I don't know. You get what's you
At
get.
least for short reference to this game.
Yeah, you
A
what's
great friend.
you're a pigeon or something, or
No,
I
you are not pigeon. You are
no,
a human girl into a pigeon world. And you must find yourself a beautiful pigeon boyfriend. It's
ah.
complicated, and it's Japan. Don't ask too many questions.
Yeah, I mean that's that. Yeah, Japanese games are kinda different sometimes. All right, moving on. Didn't play it, so Watch Dogs. Yeah, one of those.
No,
This is this is the one game that everybody will remember when it comes to Ubisoft uh, pre-
iconic.
pre-release trailers, gameplay, real in-game trailers, and no matter what game. Ubisoft will ever release in the future, it doesn't matter one single bit. Everybody will remember Watch Dogs and think, I'm not sure the game will look like that when it comes out.
Just
Um,
say that Watch Dogs also retrospectively ruining Watch Dogs 2 and Watch Dogs Legion.
Legion, as far as I know, is not that bad from
The
reviews.
second one was not that bad as well, but people
True.
still remember the Watch Dogs one. Like,
It's
yeah,
it's a bit
no,
it's a bit like the Titanfall thing.
yep,
People remember the bad one, and that's the thing. If something is shit, people
it's
will,
gonna stay shit.
yeah, shit sticks basically, literally. So, um, yeah, people say, oh, bad publicity is also publicity. Yeah, but uh, no, it's better to be known for good stuff, and that's the really hard thing to
And
do.
it,
If you
you know,
manage,
it that's saying that bad publicity is also a publicity. Working only on something that established. When we're talking about new IPs, new companies, or something like that, you definitely should make a good expression.
exactly. It's one thing if you're out of the news as somebody like, let's say, I don't know, Britney Spears or so, and then you decide to cut off your hair just to be in the news again. Yeah, okay, yeah, but people knew her before and stuff, so yeah, that's definitely a point. If you fail with your first product, it doesn't matter if your next product is twice as good for half the price. People won't care. I mean, a good example are those glasses from Game Advantage, for example. If those glasses would have not been good and people would not like them, and it wouldn't be the quality they are, they would not have been able to release the glasses they released a few days ago, which I will wear soon as well because I ordered them. Um, so bring out a good product, and people might look a little bit away when the next product is not that good. So they might say, okay, let's see what the next thing brings. But if you fail with the first one, the second one will always have a hard time. And yeah, true, I did play Watch Dogs 2, but I don't know, I didn't stick to it. I think I played GTA 5 at the time, and that was just so much more of what I wanted. I don't know.
Right, let's skip the 2014 for at least at last.
All right, Vanishing of Ethan Carter. I still need to play the VR version. A really, really great looking game. Um, yeah, it's action. No, yeah, action. Nah, there is a little bit of action, but it's basically a puzzle adventure game. If you see it on sale, it's definitely worth it. We had that already. Wasteland 2. Yeah, people waited for that for decades. Also from Kickstarter. I think I have it. Didn't play it yet. If you know Fallout the originals, and obviously Wasteland the original, then this might definitely be a game for you. Wasteland 3 was also released not too long ago. Valkyria
Yep.
Chronicles, never played it. I do know that it's a pretty good game series, and
I have problem with Valkyria Chronicles 4. I'm gonna mention it, well, basically off stream, but or when we're going to talk about Japanese RPG or action RPG or whenever we're going to talk about it. But yeah, I'm just going to say that Valkyria Chronicles 3 is good. Valkyria Chronicles 4 is questionable, especially when you played Valkyria Chronicles 2.
okay. Yeah, I don't know about the fourth came out last year or so, right?
No, I think it was from 2019. I'm not sure. Well, if we'll talk about it, I'm going to mention it.
Yeah, I do know that the reviews for Valkyria Chronicles were pretty good when it came on PC because it came out
2018,
on,
okay, we might talk about it.
yeah, it came out, it's basically a port from consoles, and people have been waiting for
From
that.
2008.
hmm Yeah, so 6 years later, that's the port on PC. And as far as I know, I didn't play it, but as far as I know from reviews, it's a pretty good one. So
Yep.
this town totally looks like freaking Attack on Titan. Holy crap. Wait, I have the wrong.
Still have a question how
Yeah,
why they mixed basically Germany and Russia together.
this looks originally this looks like Attack on Titan, doesn't it?
Sort of
Yeah,
ish. I think Attack of Titan on Titans was released a bit later.
yeah, no, no. I mean the town itself.
Yeah, I
Um,
know what you're talking about.
Attack on Titan is based on a town that is a few kilometers away from the town I live in. So it's an original. Basically, they took the city plan and made on Titan with the city plan of the town that's close to me, and that looks
Yeah,
like that. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Um, Let me switch this on again. There we go. All right. So, Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I mean, yeah, it's the remake of Binding of Isaac, right?
yep,
So, I'm not a fan of Binding of Isaac mainly because
I quite like it.
I would want to play it because of the game it is, but the art style is so fucking ugly for me. I hate the art style so much. I mean, it is consistent and everything, but
It is ugly, but it's good.
yeah, I mean, for what it is good, but I don't like that at all. There are not many games that I really hate for the way they look, but this game, oh my god, the look is so ugly. I cannot play it. Could be the best game on this planet. Couldn't play it. If that would be the last game, I would be lost. I would have to play something else. I don't know. Cards. Okay, Endless Legend. I have no freaking idea. Tactical strategy game. Icewind
I
Dale.
played it. It's kinda good.
They have way too many games in that list. Icewind Dale
I
is.
think it's not a best list of best games. I think it's just a list of the games that they
Oh,
remembered.
we're at the end as well. Okay, so Icewind Dale is a bit like Divinity. So,
It's an original Icewind Dale, but for modern systems.
mm, yeah, enhanced edition. Okay, also remake. Legend of Grimrock. Well, the first one was pretty nice. The second one gets you
It is
out
nice.
in the open. I'm not sure if I have it actually. Um, if you know the original games like Eye of the Beholder, Lens of Lore, things like that, where you moved only one screen basically, this is the new version of that. Looks really great. There are a lot of puzzles in there. Yeah, if you enjoy those games, and you have to take care of your positioning, so it's a really tactical game. So you want to have your archers and your magicians in the
Let's just say
back.
you don't want to have Wizard on the first row next to the Barbarian.
The squishy guys go in the back. Okay, so all right, that was. Can we go just 15 in here in that list? Do they have
It's
50?
going to be too freaking long.
Yeah. Keep in mind that we had 5 or 6 games in that list that we had in IGN already. But IGN, just I don't care. There are some games in there that I don't even. All right, Heroes of the
We cannot
Storm.
do this at least for 3 more times if we're gonna continue with this long list.
So what? Should we go
Uh,
here then?
yeah, let's go back to IGN.
All right. But there's too much freaking console stuff in here, like Bloodborne, a game I really want to play because not because it's like Dark Souls, um, but because of the art style and everything. And I think the controls might fit me better. It plays a bit different than Dark Souls. So,
Not really. Control basically same-ish. At least it's more same-ish than with the Sekiro. It's definitely more fast-paced than Dark Souls, and it's rewarding. to have a more aggressive playstyle than in Dark Souls. It's basically some middle ground between Sekiro and Souls-like.
Yeah, that's the reason why I think I might be able to play that and enjoy it more because Sekiro, even though I didn't get that far, I did get somewhere and I was able to survive for a few hours. Dark Souls?
Have no idea how.
What do you mean you have no idea how? Hey!
I struggled with this game.
Yeah, I want to play it again. It's a really nice game and um besides the theme with Japan and samurai and all that stuff that I really like, it plays much better. It's more fluid, you know. Dark
Yeah,
Souls
I know
just
what you
feels
know.
like a game from the 90s for me. I see it and I play it and it feels worse like Gothic 1 for me. I
It's
don't.
basically evolution of King's Field,
Yeah, a
an
game
old title from 90s, I think.
a game pretty much nobody knows. That was it the first or the second game of damn, what's the name? Software something something. God damn it.
Software.
From software,
They
yeah.
was
It's there are some developer names that are so stupid, like Hello Games. Fuck! What
from
what
Software.
what happened to stuff like Bullfrog Studios, Bitmap Brothers, and stuff like that? Use names. Hello Games, huh? From Software. Yeah, I mean, what's the next? From Engine? From Code? From Typing? I don't know. Okay, anyway, moving on.
They will make an engine that's going to be named From Engine,
Yeah,
and this From Engine is going to be made with programming language from language,
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
going to be typed on keyboards from typing.
And the retro company from earlier, from back in the day. Hey, we are from back in the day. Wait, what? No, that's our company name. Oh, wait, what? Okay, moving on. Bloodborne, yeah, I didn't play it, but I know that's a pretty good game. Metal Gear Solid 5. I do have to give it another try. I played it. It wasn't bad, but I don't know. I didn't get into it too much.
It's a great game, basically. If you like Metal Gear Solid, it was fast-paced and action-oriented than previous titles, but it's still a Metal Gear Solid game. Kojima still didn't get his medication that day.
Yeah, yeah. That's basically that was the last game he did for them, right?
Yep,
So yeah, if
that was
you
the game he was supposed to get a
the
game,
award, yeah,
yeah,
where they said
award, and that was the game where they deleted his name
yeah, and also
from
the
everything.
also the game they based the completely shit follow-up zombie bullcrap survival shit. I hope they lost a crap ton of money with that shit.
I think not, because it's basically was made already on existed base of Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah, true, but you do have to sit a few people on it, and I don't think that anyone who is really a Metal Gear Solid fan actually touched that.
Touched. They hated it.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw the release of that game or the announcement for that game, I was like, "Whoa, you're really a piece of crap company! Holy shit! First, you kick out the person that is basically mainly responsible for decades of your money and even games getting out there. You just seriously, yeah. I mean, the hashtag fuck Konami will stick with them forever for that.
At least till the end of the Konami days.
Yeah, I mean, Konami's basically when it comes to games, Mainly pachinko and electronics
They
game.
haven't done anything good since Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they kicked out their best the best horse in the stable. So I mean, it's a bit like id Software. I mean, Carmack did go on his behalf, but even though even though the id engine is really good at the moment, I I think when he would still be around, it would be even
Is it?
more.
Is it
No,
really good if you look at games like Rage 2?
Carmack is gone for years already. And a lot of the founding members of id Software left a few years ago. So for me personally, id Software is only a name. It's not a company anymore. It's the same with Rare. Rare Rare is only a name and a logo. It's not the company that it used to be. I mean, sure, people get older, people leave companies and everything, but if nobody from the original is there anymore, or the I don't
They
know.
don't supposed to have original members. What they should have is an original spirit.
That Yeah, that's the thing, and that often leaves the company when those important persons leave. So they kind of take the spirit with them, and it's for some companies you just I don't know. It's a bit the same with Mojang and Notch, for example. And I don't even know. Did he release his last game actually? I have to check that maybe.
I
Was
don't think so.
was really promising. Pretty cool space game. Nah, I don't think so. We would know about that. It got
Yeah,
silent. I mean, he's rich, so he doesn't need to. So- All right. Anyway, moving on. Pillars of Eternity. Yeah, pretty good RPG. Um,
for most it looks like a return to basics. Basically, one of the best isometric RPGs.
I'm not sure. I think that was the one that I wanted to stream, and I stopped because there was so much text. Was it that? I think it was this one.
Yep, it basically has as much text as your classic Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah,
It
that,
has voice acting, but it has a lot of moments that not voiced as well.
yeah, yeah, and that's the problem. Yeah, I remember that. I enjoyed it. It was pretty nice. The writing is also nice, but if you're streaming a game, I mean, I do have to read it anyway for myself, so I can read it out loud. But if I basically read 50% of my stream, I cannot even drink that much. You know what I mean? That's
Yep,
just too much. I would really, really like to play this game, and I don't expect to have everything voiced in a game like this where you can play hundreds of hours because it's huge and side quests and you know me, I never get distracted. Oh, look a birdie. Um, so yeah, I sadly cannot stream that at least. And
good thing no, not. Oh, look, a Spidey.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I have to check that out again later. Holy shit, that was so crazy. But yeah, it looks really nice, and yeah, it's definitely an old school game. So if you want to have something for that Diablo itch, yeah, that definitely fits.
Diablo?
Yeah, Diablo, Baldur's Gate, they're
Well, definitely not Diablo, but Baldur's Gate and stuff, sure.
yeah, I mean, yeah, you have more interactivity with people and stuff, but yeah, I mean, it's still kind of action.
Basically, party management, something that Diablo doesn't have.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know Pillars of Eternity enough for that. But yeah, that's true. Yeah, you don't have that in Diablo. All right. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Wait, that came
I
out
still
20.
fucking love in love with remakes of Tomb Raider that I can't eat. So I'm not going to comment on that.
Wait a second. Oh, that came out that close after that. Really? Yeah, I need to continue with Rise and with the last one. I definitely need to play them. I'm not a I am I mean, I'm an original Tomb Raider guy, so I played the first one 3 times on 3 different versions. PlayStation, then the original DOS version and the 3DFX updated version. And I finished them 3 times. That's the only game that I remember right out of my head right now that I ever played 3 times. I hardly finished a game once. Really, really hardly twice, like Borderlands. But this game I played 3 times. I mean, not this one. So I was not really too fond about a remake that completely changes everything, like the backstory, the look of it, the feel of it, more action than climbing and puzzles. So I'm looking forward to the last one of the new trilogy because that's going a bit more in the direction of climbing and stuff like that. Less action.
To be honest, Tomb Raider Legends Anniversary and Underworld already changed the backstory of Lara, but at least those games had better platforming. They had platforming.
Those are definitely one of the best platforming games of 2000 to 2012 or something like that. Legend, yeah, Legend and Underworld from the continued story, really, really great. Looked awesome, played really awesome. I also finished those, and the Tomb Raider 1 Anniversary, that's just one of the best remakes I've played so far. I need to continue with that. I didn't finish it. Um, but when you know the original, even though the anniversary looks so much better, you
It
do
looks better.
remember.
It have a different level design, and T-Rex from the first game is actually a boss in this one.
The level design, yeah, it was altered obviously because you have to rely on blocks like cubes for basically all the level architecture. Um, but when you remember where secrets have been in the original, you will find them in the new one, in the anniversary. It is that close that you will find hidden stuff like medkits and ammo and whatnot in areas that you remember from the past. So they did alter the level design. Some levels are bigger. There's a machine in the level before the T-Rex, I think, that used to be only 3 or 4 cogwheels. Now it's a whole freaking machine, 5, 6 times the size. Does exactly the same. You only have to do 1 or 2 things, but they just added to it to make it look better than they could back in the day. So
Okay.
really, really great. Um, if you don't know the original Tomb Raider and you start with the new one, it's a good game. I mean, it's definitely a good game. It looks really, really awesome. And if it's the very first
Maybe you
time you
skip the first game from the new trilogy because Solara definitely not raiding any tombs in this one.
in the first one,
Yeah,
yeah, you have those grave thingies,
they're
and
DLC.
no, no, no,
They're
no,
from DLCs.
no. You have those graves. You have 8 or 9 graves in every in the first one. You do have those puzzle areas, but they're really small. They're not as big as they used to be, but you
They're not even puzzles. I can't classify the shit that was from the first game as puzzles,
yeah, that's
even
yeah.
or as platforming.
I mean, in the original Tomb Raider, you do yeah. I mean, the puzzle is push that button, run over there, uh, step on that moving platform, run back there. run over there before the platforms break down. I mean, puzzles in Tomb Raider were never brain melting or anything like that. It's
Yeah, the
platforming
biggest problem
puzzles,
was
you know.
how you get to the door that you just opened.
Yeah, 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 sure. I mean, yeah, you had that a few times in the remake as well, but
Never.
definitely definitely not as much as everybody was hoping for. But again, if you never had anything to do with Tomb Raider, it's a good game. If you don't expect it to be like Tomb Raider 1, which you wouldn't if you never played it before, it's a good game. It's a good platformer. So,
And about Rise of the Tomb Raider, I talked about in the podcast previous to the last one.
yeah, I know. Um, yeah, I don't really remember too much about the story. I played it for 10 hours, so I have to completely start new because I'm like, what? I don't freaking know. Alright. Okay, moving on. Rocket League. Yeah, I know people love it. It's just soccer with cars for me, so I'm not playing that. I did play it, I tried it to see what the hype is all about, but nah.
Definitely an interesting concept.
Yeah,
Also
that.
pathetic.
Yeah, yeah, definitely an interesting concept. It's free now, um, but I mean, I've seen people play this who are really insanely good in this game. And if you kick a ball with your car and you flip in the air to kick the ball with the backside of your car to hit it in the goal and stuff, that's insanely nice gaming. But that's not for me. I'm okay with hitting the ball, drive past it, kick the enemy or something, okay, but seriously, the aerial movements they do in really high level games in Rocket League are insane. I mean, I rather play Quake 3 again. It's just not my game. But it's a pretty good game if you like that. And if you're not like me who hates soccer in any way, then hey, give it a shot. I mean, it's free, so try it if you don't like it. The Witcher 3. Holy fuck, I seriously need to play this game.
Great game, great end for the trilogy. And if we're going to talk about games that sort of remembering what you did in the last game,
Yeah, and that's definitely the Witcher series is one of the game series that um where when you have choices, your choices fucking matter. If you
yep.
help that one side, you cannot help the other side. It's impossible. There is in The Witcher there's either black or white. There's hardly any way to please both sides. It's either or. And
Well, it's black on white or white, depended from the perspective. From one side, it's
no,
one thing that you
I
did is
just
black or
no,
others, right?
I mean it's like binary. It's either one or zero. There is no
Yeah, okay.
point five. There's no middle way or a zero and a one. It's either or.
Uh,
That's what I meant.
in Witcher 3, you kind of have quests when you can just say, "Not my problem."
Yeah, okay, but yeah, then you completely get out of that. So
Yep,
that's if you don't care, yeah, you don't decide for anything. But and the thing with the choices in The Witcher, it's not like in other games where you can just play for a few minutes and see the outcome is not what you like and then you just reload. No, the outcome in The Witcher might take hours of in-game time
yep.
while
And you
active
basically
while actively
you
playing something, and then you realize, oh, oh, that's the guy. Oh, now I get it. There was one mission.
yeah,
There was one mission I remember from the very first Witcher, where you basically had you had to decide if you help the dwarves or the elves or something like that, and yeah, a few hours.
Non-human minority or humans.
Yeah,
Basically, the whole conflict of the series.
yeah, and after I had that decision, I was like, ah, why didn't I decide other? So you might be able to save before you decide something, but you might lose 5 hours of gameplay or so if you are not happy with the decision, and you have to do everything in between again. So
You're not going to be happy with any of your decisions because
yeah,
both of the sides will go into extreme.
yeah, it's a bit like what was the other game I think we had that was it Line of something something Spec Ops: The Line. It's also a game where you have to take hard decisions where you decide for the life of one or two persons or something, and you have to decide.
I played this game.
Yeah, you have that in a few moments where you can decide to kill somebody or not.
I'm not going to say anything about that. Let's just say that a game is perfectly manipulating you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But you have to take some decisions that you might not
Um,
have to take in other
you
games.
you definitely need to finish this game to see why I'm struggling.
Yeah, maybe, but yeah, I told you there's one part of the game I just cannot get past that. I tried it for an hour. I cannot get past that.
Yeah,
I
I
have to
know.
play it completely from the beginning. I'm not gonna do that. Undertale, a game I finally have and a game I finally have to play as well. I don't fully get the hype for it, to be honest.
I
Um,
like Undertale. I don't get Sans popularity, and Sans should die, even though he's a freaking skeleton.
yeah, that's the one. I even have that on ignore. Why do I have that
I
on
hate
ignore?
this smug fuck.
Yeah, yeah, I really don't know. I mean, a shit ton of people played that game and liked that game, so. But I already know that there are a few quick time, or not quick time, some mini games in there that I already hate. I hate them already just from watching streams, so that's kind of off-putting me a little bit. So, but I have it through Game Pass now, so.
I have the problem with Undertale that you must, if you want to have a good ending, that you must have a 100% no kill ratio.
Yeah, well, you have that in other games as well, like Deus Ex or something. So
The game forces you to kill at the start before you even get the opportunity to get no game the better. The game forces you to kill, and when you
yeah, but then you cannot.
understand that the game going to be like, you're not going to get the good ending because you killed that one person at the start.
Yeah,
You're like,
but
fuck, I must start from the beginning.
if you have to kill that person, how?
You have not. You can not kill that
Okay,
person.
okay. Yeah, for me personally, it depends on the games. But if I play a game like, and we're coming to that, like Dishonored, for example, um, where I have the choice, if I have the choice to play a shooter or something like that without killing somebody, I try to do that, not just for the achievement that you sometimes get, um, but for the higher difficulty. Because, yeah, going in like Rambo and killing everybody, yeah, I mean, that's easy. But going
It,
in somewhere and take them out single handedly or choke them to death, or not to death, to sleep or
fate,
whatever,
faint.
yeah, I mean, that's a bit more difficult. I mean, there's a reason why I'm playing Cyberpunk with over 150 hours in-game time, and I'm not close to the end. You can finish that game easily with 70 hours or so, with most of the game. If you run in and kill everybody, yeah, it takes you 5 to 10 minutes to finish an area. Takes me 30 minutes. Oh, by the way, they patched it again, so
I
I
know.
they hot fixed it twice. Let's say that they hot fixed it twice. I have to try it again. There's no mentioning about anything about mouse acceleration or so, because that was the thing that really pissed me off. The mouse felt like shit. Anyway, moving on. Yakuza. I need to play one of those. I have a few of them. I do know that it's one of the really good game series from consoles. And you can get it on PC now.
Yep,
Keep in
definitely a
mind,
good one. And now you can have the whole series from Yakuza 0 to Yakuza 6.
yeah.
All 7 games.
And actually, the last one starts with a
Like
completely
a
new.
Dragon was
Yeah, that's
actually was the last one.
yeah, that starts with a completely new character, right?
Yep,
So if you didn't play the others and you don't want to play them, well, if you start with the last one, it does play and feel different. I know that from reviews because I didn't play. I did play one or two, but not that much. I have a few, so I have to continue with that. Um, if you want to play one of those kind of typical Japanese action RPG games, that's one for you. Where you have
Yakuza
mini.
definitely far from typical.
Oh, your camera froze again.
God
Oh, no,
damn
no,
it.
no, it's fine. Okay, okay, now it's fine. It unfroze. Okay, but it was frozen for a few seconds. Um, yeah, for example, in the new one, you can do stuff like um, one of the mini games is a recycling mini game where you drive around town with a quad or something with a trailer behind you, and you collect bottles for the money that you get for recycling, and it's kind of like a race game against other people who try to collect those bottles, and they try to hit you, take your bottles away, and stuff like that. So that's one of the
Fun
mini games in there.
distraction and good message.
Yeah, yeah, true. And in Yakuza, you can always, when you fight, and it's a bit like Batman, it's a brawler. If you see a bicycle next to you, well, just take it, hit it. You can basically take everything that's around you. So, yeah, the environment or stuff that's lying around. So that's pretty cool. So, all right, moving on. It's a Sega game, by the way. Sega. So Sega is still there somehow. All right, moving on to 2016, starting with Dishonored. The Dishonored series is awesome. I just like it. I need to continue with Dishonored 2. I kind of stopped it again. I need to start games like this and finish them until I'm done and then continue with another game. It's a good game. I
Yep,
I I, d-
definitely.
I did like the first one a little bit more, but the second one is still a good game.
I
Um,
have a questions for the second game because as far as I know, they made fun theory an official story, and it's kind of, you know, for me, for a person who kind of know history and know a little bit about how feudal era worked. It's kind of questionable what they did, but yeah, okay, it's a different time right now. It's can't be they can't they don't want to make it as simple-minded as it used to be, but still, for me, it's a cultural dissonance.
what exactly do you mean?
Um, that the empress basically a daughter of Corvo,
Mm,
the protagonist from the first game.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was the one little thing before I played the game that was a bit off-putting to me as well. But
No,
yeah, it
it's something that bugging me. It's like a person who we're talking about feudal era. The person who is actually loyal to his monarch can't be as much loyal that he was like, my monarch his death. I'm going to protect his heritage, protect the future ruler, no matter what. It's like it's impossible, and the person who actually can protect the future emperors for the first dishonored must be her father. No other way around. That's actually bugging me.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you may be thinking too much about stuff, or maybe I'm not thinking enough about some stuff.
Yeah, again, for me, it's just a cultural dissonance.
Mm. All right. Well, moving on. Um,
Yep.
Doom 2016. That was really really a good one.
The only Doom that I can play in Nightmare.
Yeah, I didn't actually try. I still didn't finish it. I still need to finish that fucking boss at the end. I'm in the I think there's only one
Spider
mission.
Mastermind. Oh, no. You're talking about Cyber Demon, I think.
Yeah, that guy that sends those stone walls in your
Yeah,
direction
you
and
have still a cup. Mm,
I
at least half of the game in front of you.
you know how much I mean I tried that guy so often and I know he's doable. I mean Baron did it. I
I'm
can
not
for I
commenting on it.
Hi Baron by
I'm
the
not
way.
commenting on it. Hi, Baron. I'm
I
not commenting on it. You might get depressed.
seriously, I cannot fucking kill that guy. I don't know. I shoot everything I have. I have a BFG with me. I shoot everything at that guy. I get him down to half of his health or so, and he just eats my health away. I don't get it. Yeah, Baron finished him on ultra violent. I played on I don't even know. I played on very hard or something. I don't know.
My first try.
Oh fuck you! Seriously, the thing that annoys me about that. Hey, I played Shadow Warrior 1 and 2 with katana only on the highest difficulty possible. And in the second one you can even make the highest difficulty even higher and higher as longer that you play. So I played it on I think it was the third or fourth level of the highest possible difficulty. So a first try? Oh, come on! How did you do that first try? I mean seriously. I know that I think my health is not full at that point and I'm missing a few things. That's something that annoyed me in Eternal. Some checkpoints.
Something that I can tell for sure, I can't play Shadow Warrior on the highest difficulty.
See, and that's the thing. And I'm using guns in Shadow Warrior 2 only against the bosses because they're so far away I cannot get there with a katana. But the rest, I think I didn't kill one enemy in the game with a bullet. And the first one, you actually can play completely without any shooting weapons. So second or third. Oh, okay. Yeah, I tried him. I don't know, 7, 8 times or so. I don't know. It's.
Just to do what who
I wanted
Ramona
to.
said in the manual or something like that. Shoot it till it die.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And don't die. Okay. Okay. I am gonna try that. Yeah. The thing is, I wanted to the next time because I started it new the playthrough. The next time I get to that guy, I think I'm gonna try the speedrun version of that. I don't have to kill that guy at all. You basically jump over him. I think with a BFG or something. I don't even know. You jump over that last gate and you're done for. But seriously,
Okay, interesting.
so weird. And in Doom Eternal, some checkpoints are so bad that if you activate the checkpoint with no ammo, that's it. That's
Tell me
it.
about that.
Hey, holy shit, I had two or three situations where I had basically nothing, not even fuel for the chainsaw. Holy shit, and then you get those spider guys with the freaking guns. Oh yeah, shoot off the guns. With what? With my bare fist. Yeah, come, bring it. Just seriously. All right. Yeah, Doom is one of the really really great remakes or reboots of a game series. I'm not too mad about having the same name that I already played back in the 90s. They could have just named
It's
it.
definitely confusing because when I saw, you know, that fanatical bar,
Yeah.
he was, I was looking at the gameplay of Brutal Doom, and then I saw buy Doom for $60.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, where's the problem if something is established already? Why not just add a number to it? I mean, I mean, it's Mario
Call it
Kart.
Doom at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's Mario Kart 9 or 10 or whatever. It doesn't need to be a new name or start with Mario Kart and no number. Everybody would be like, "Wait, we played that already on the NES. What's going on now?" And and the same for me. There are so many game series at this point that I can play again from the beginning. Hitman. We had five or six already. Well, let's start with Hitman again, then call it Hitman 2 and 3. Not that we had that 20 years ago, and
Yeah,
yeah,
and those
the
Hitman 2
levels
and
are
3, no, and Hitman 1, 2, and 3 basically can make a full-fledged Hitman game
that, and
combined.
it kinda feels like I played all that shit again in the past. Seriously, after a while, every Hitman game was like remade, warmed up levels. I mean, some were actually. Blood Money was basically two games mixed into one. So you had basically every mission that you played, you already had that before.
Contracts.
Oh, contracts, yeah, contracts. Contracts was I played it and I was like, huh? Wait a second, I played it not too long ago. What the hell? Am I?
Same.
What's going on here? So yeah, and then we have Doom. Hey, starts new. We have no Quake. Actually, they continued with Quake 4. Tomb Raider. Hey, we have Tomb Raider, and we have at least they didn't continue with numbering. They called it Rise of the Tomb Raider, and they gave it a new
You
name.
can distinct original game from the reboot.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah. All right. Anyway, moving on. Doom, awesome, awesome game. Looks great, insane performance, runs basically on a toaster and still looks insanely good.
Yep,
Great,
definitely.
great shit.
Can back the phrase that it's run on toaster.
Yeah, I mean, performance-wise and the way it looks, that definitely shows how insanely good the id engine is. And Doom Eternal, at this moment, there are two games right now that look insanely good and bring graphics to a new level. That's Cyberpunk when it actually works and runs well and the graphics are not glitching, and Doom Eternal. Those two games are by far the best looking games out there. Doom compared to Cyberpunk is the much better game. It looks compared to
Technically, yes.
compared the performance and the look and how it runs on the highest possible settings on my end with over 75 FPS. I have steady 75 FPS in a ultra wide resolution. It is insane. Cyberpunk? Yeah, I mean I have it almost maxed out. 75? Nope. And not even shooting or killing anybody. No, no. Doom, we're talking about flying heads, arms, blood, gore, items, shit. It's insane. There's so much going on at one
Blood,
point.
guts, rip, and tear.
Yeah, it's insane. And it runs like you have a if if I wouldn't know that what PC I have down there, I would say, hey, that game must run on the best system possible. 64 gigabytes, water cooled. I don't know. No, it doesn't. Hey, I have a 2070 and it is maxed out in what is the Ultra is not the highest. The highest is a Nightmare or something quality
Nightmare.
wise.
Oh, quality-wise, I have no idea.
Yeah, it's also it's I think it's Nightmare. Yeah, anyway. The sliders all to the side. There's nothing I can add anymore. I think motion blur, but motion blur is really a shit thing, so I don't like it.
Put your bits in my cup. Your bits in my cup, yeah. Put your bits in my cup. Your bits in my cup, babe.
Put your bits in my cup. Thanks for the biddies. Yay, bit song. Alright, I hope that wasn't too loud. I could
I have
turn.
no idea.
Alright.
I'm not going to comment about Firewatch because of any publicity is good publicity, and because of that, I'm refused to comment on Firewatch. Really recognize it as a good game.
Yeah, there was some stuff. There is some background story to the developer and things that happened back then, but just looking at the game was perfect sound level? Okay, perfect, thanks. Just looking at the game for what it is, I really enjoyed it. I really love the art style of it. Everything about the art style is, for me personally, that would be the perfect art style for a VR game. Firewatch is a game I really would love to play in VR. You see your hands of the character already in the regular game. You can climb down the ropes and all that kind of stuff. It's a really nice game with a nice story, and you have several different endings, which I still want to see one or two. And if you finish the game and you're interested about development of game development and development of this game, there's a developer mode that you can actually use where you have different spots where you can, for example, change the time of the day. So you see what they did with the lighting and stuff. So yeah, pretty nice. But yeah, it's one of those games that got review bombed and stuff because the developer did something, and I forgot about it. It's too long ago, so there was so much stuff going on the last few
I
years.
still remember it, not in details, but yeah.
Wasn't it something with Anna Sarkeesian or something?
No, Anita
Anita,
Sarkeesian
yeah.
have nothing to do with that.
Oh, okay. I thought it
It's
was.
with our famous
Okay, yeah, I don't know.
PewDiePie.
uh, continue talk while I write to my next address. Okay. All right. Inside, I still didn't finish that. If you know the game Limbo, Inside is going a bit in the same direction. It's kind of shit that they don't have one freaking picture in there. What the fuck is that shit? Let me wait.
I, for the life of me, can't remember this game.
Yeah, that's
Oh
why
yeah, I remember it now.
I want to show. Ah, okay, here. That's why I want to show it. Oops.
Hmm. Looks suspiciously like Undertale.
Yeah, I was still on the store page. So yeah, Inside is a puzzle-heavy platforming game.
Well, you basically explain it as damn it.
Narrative-driven platformer combining intense action with challenging puzzles. That's what the store page says.
Limbo.
Yeah, Limbo. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier.
It's basically the same as Limbo.
Yeah, it goes in that direction. Yeah, definitely. Although I find a few of the puzzles in Inside harder than in Limbo, and I think you can die easier and more often in Inside. Yeah, I have to continue that. I have it in, I think it is in the Epic launcher or so. So yeah, definitely a good game. Not sure if it's still worth $20, but it's a good game. So if you like games like that, oh, I can actually just keep that open. Don't have to cut it off. Okay. Sorry. MLB The
That
Show?
happened.
Is that even? That's not even out on PC. Major League
What the
Baseball.
heck is that game?
MLB stands for Major League Baseball, so yeah, that's a console game. I don't fucking care for that. Baseball,
Okay, Steve.
the show, I don't even know. Overwatch, yeah, it's kind of hard to not mention Overwatch. I
Let's
personally,
upload it for popularizing gacha mechanics in full-fledged games. Even though I'm still going to say that Team Fortress 2 did it before it became popular, mainstream, and before, besides Team Fortress 2, Dota 2, and CSGO exist. But still, yeah, round of applause for popularizing gacha mechanics.
yeah, I mean, I played it in closed beta as so many games before. It's, yeah, it's not a bad shooter, but it also doesn't do anything really
I'm not
new.
saying that it's a bad shooter. I'm saying that
No, that was just,
somewhere made that it has a little bit more influence that we would like.
yeah, it was just pointing out that it's not a bad game. I mean, I don't play it. I will not play it. I
I
know
want to
the
play it, in Blizzard Launcher and in Battle.net only, and I have no idea if I will ever play it because of that.
yeah, but it's
And besides that, Overwatch 2 is going to happen, who knows when. So I have no idea should I buy Overwatch 1 because of that or not.
wait, Overwatch 2 isn't that out already?
Nope, it's going to be out somewhere in the near future.
Wasn't that
It's not in the
supposed to?
Steam.
That was
No.
supposed to be released already.
You know what happened outside the last
Yeah,
year.
I know what happened outside, but
And because of that, development became a really slow process.
oh, they pushed it back to 2022. Holy fuck. Yeah, that was supposed to be out already. Yeah.
So yeah, Overwatch 2 not going to happen eventually. And because of that, should I ever bother with Overwatch 1?
But I don't understand. Okay, I'm kinda confused now. They already mentioned that Overwatch 1 and 2 players can play together. Seriously, that wasn't that game out, or I am seriously fucking confused right now. They already mentioned that Overwatch 1 and 2 can play with each other. Um, if you only own Overwatch 1, you
You
can
know,
play.
I'm afraid that it's going to be like players who have Warcraft 3 Reforged can play with players who own Warcraft 3 Rings of Chaos and Frozen Throne.
Didn't they kind of kill the multiplayer in Warcraft 3?
Yep, they made it compatible only with
Yeah, but
new
that's a
Warcraft.
completely different game, and games that are decades out of
No,
are a part of each other.
let's just say that I'm not sure that they can pull it out with Overwatch and Overwatch 2. We
Depends.
definitely, we
Depends how
definitely
much.
need to.
Depends how much they update the original Overwatch. Because sure,
But
you will not get the same effects and everything because yeah, Overwatch 2 will have an updated engine, but it will be based on the original Overwatch engine. So if they already have that as a plan, and again, I know that news for at least 1.5 or 2 years. I thought that game was out already. Seriously, I totally didn't. I mean, I don't check because I don't give a fuck about Overwatch, but that's crazy. I thought that's already. Yeah, it was
they
supposed.
definitely start developing Overwatch 2 because Overwatch 1 popularity bleeding players like fucking lot.
Yeah, I read something. Was it here? Many try to crack the hero shooter. Blah 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 blah. Wasn't Paladins out before Overwatch?
Kinda same-ish time, but when Overwatch was
Wasn't
released, Paladins definitely was longer in development, but it was released a little bit after Overwatch.
it was Baron? Okay, yeah. So Paladins, a game that is free to play, has heroes in it. So, and another game that had heroes in it and came out definitely before Overwatch and for some reason sadly tanked was Battleborn.
It came out a little bit before Overwatch.
Yeah, it definitely came out before. It isn't on Steam anymore, right? Yeah,
Yep, it's not anywhere at this moment.
I think I still have it here. Battleborn, yeah. It doesn't even show the date. Okay, the thing with Battleborn, it wasn't a PvP game, right? It was PvE co-op kinda. But it's not like Overwatch did anything really, really new. I don't remember. There was another
Team
game.
Fortress.
Yeah. Um. There was. Yeah, I know. Battleborn was cancelled 1.5 years ago. So. Um. I don't know. I played another game when Overwatch was in closed beta, and I was like, "Huh? For what do we need Overwatch? We have that game." Was it? I think it was Paladins. And there was another
No,
game. Uh,
Paladins open beta started after Overwatch release.
Huh, really? How did that didn't come out 2 years after Overwatch?
It came out in early access, and it was released 2 years ago.
Huh. Yeah, but you can definitely play it since Overwatch already. So
Yeah, as I said, they had a little bit of time difference.
yeah. For me, Overwatch made no sense. I don't know.
It's not like it can't exist. It's definitely have potential, but yeah, the people didn't get content that they wanted in later updates.
Okay, anyway, moving on. A game I really would like to play, and one of the games that I might actually get a PlayStation for in a few
It
years.
will be ported on PC.
Oh yeah, did they announce that finally?
Yeah, as well as Nocturnal port on PC as well.
Yeah, I'm interested in Persona 5. I saw a friend of mine play it, stream it a while ago, and that's really, really a game I would like to play. I was kind of tempted to get what was it, Persona 4 that was released on PC, right?
Yep,
Um, but I kind of want to go with 5 already. Realm
they're not going to
Royale.
be connected. So Royal Edition, basically game. updated version with additional content like Persona 4, Persona 4 Gold, Persona 3, Persona 3 FS / portable.
I just go with 5. Rest is all too much.
Well, Royale is updated edition.
Realm Royale, when came that out? Yeah, that came out 18. So I didn't play that. And that's
It's Real Realm started in early access a little bit before Paladin was released.
yeah, but it's a battle royale game, so it doesn't even fit in
Yep.
that area. Okay, yeah, Persona 5 never played it, but I know that's a pretty good game. Moving on, Stardew Valley. Like it or not, it's a pretty cool game. It looks nice,
Yep.
really nice art
And
style.
it has multiplayer.
Yeah, it has multiplayer now. It gets constant updates. You can just farm and do all the friendly stuff. You can go to dungeons. You can craft. You can do a shit ton of stuff. So yeah, pretty nice game. If you like games like that, yeah, definitely cool game. I need to play that more.
The farming simulator and whatnot.
Superhot. In this case, Superhot VR. Awesome game. The very first
Definitely.
time I played the closed beta of Superhot, the first moment I started the game and was in the game, I said this needs VR. This is exactly what a VR game needs to be, from everything. The look, the art style, the gameplay that you have with the movement and stuff, it's such a fun and good game and an original idea. So really great. It basically picks up what we saw in the Matrix. So it's really awesome when you move and you see shots go past you like that. It's really a great game. I need to play the new one, which is not a VR game. Came out I think last year.
Well, it's not like original Superhot got a VR component
No,
right when it
it
was released.
no, it's a full-fledged real VR game. Wait, why don't I? Where do I have it? I have it. I played it. Do I have it in? I think I have it.
Oculus.
Yeah, I have it in Oculus, I guess. um, it looks the same like the regular one, but yeah, I mean, or let's say the regular one looks like the VR one. It's really an awesome game. It's really a great game. But it's definitely developed for VR. It's not just added to the regular game. It's a standalone VR developed game, and it works really great. You can throw pretty much everything that you see around you. If you can grab it, you can throw. It doesn't matter. It's awesome. All right. Maybe not worth full price anymore. The original came out 2016. Oh, 2016. Wait, what?
Superhot VR came out 2016.
This one as well?
Hmm.
Yeah, I thought it
Okay.
came out before that. That's weird. On Steam, Support VR came out 2017. We had 16, right? Or did I?
Either somebody made a mistake or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, maybe they mixed it. So either way, they came out around the same time with a year difference. Great game. Um, Again, price. Yeah, the original costs 23 euros still. You can get the bundle with VR for 17. Then it's worth it. 2 games for less than the price of 1 game. Yeah, go for it.
It came in 2016 for Oculus and the PlayStation.
Okay.
No, PlayStation as well, 2017. Okay.
So it was one of the games that was released on Oculus first before it came to the others.
Yep,
All right.
timed exclusive.
All right, cool. The Witness, a game a lot of people told me I need to play, but also a game where I already know that it might bore me because you're basically doing the same the whole time. And there's a background story to the development of this game. Wait, where do I have it? I have it somewhere. Maybe in Epic where I get free games, maybe in the Twitch app where I get free games. At this point, seriously, it's hard to keep track. But yeah, the thing about this game, there's a background story to it. The developer wanted to make a game that makes no sense, kinda. It's a time waster, nothing else. What you play in the first 5 minutes is exactly the same that you play hours and hours and hours later. So
Succeeded.
yeah, there's no progress basically in the game. You have to read about it, but if you want to know more about it, search for The Witness and read about it. It's basically it goes a bit in the direction of watch paint dry. There's more content to it, and you have those puzzles and everything. But all in all, it's a pointless game, kinda. It looks nice. The art style is beautiful, but well, I have to play that. Braid is another game from that developer, completely different. Also pretty cool game. All right, moving on. We already talked about that earlier. And let me actually, is that a video?
Bei eToro kann ich für 0 Provision.
Really? Do I have to see an ad for freaking soccer? Or soccer included? Okay.
It might be.
More Titanfall coming after Apex Legends? Uh-huh. I didn't want to see news, but
Yeah.
there's more Titanfall in the studio's future? Working on more Titanfall for late in the year? Oh, let it be Titanfall 3.
Working on more Titanfall later in the year.
Recently it was
How
reported
much time have passed since then?
Okay, they're not working on Titanfall 3. Yeah, it's a question from when that video is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Apex Legends came out. Yeah, yeah, it depends, I guess. Because Apex Legends was just released on Steam not too long ago. But yeah, if they release Titanfall 3,
That they talked about Apex Legends in Titanfall 2 section.
yeah, because Apex Legends is
Well, okay, money decides everything.
no, it's Apex is in the universe of Titanfall. It is
I
basic.
don't care. With Titanfall, they should talk about Titanfall. They're talking about Apex Legends. The Apex Legend is free to play.
It's a freaking advertisement. I thought it's a freaking trailer.
Yeah.
It's not their fault. It's my fault. They just put that trailer in there. I mean, I don't know who the fuck is doing their websites.
Yeah, okay, that's an advertisement. Therefore, EA paid for this.
So
It's not a coincidence.
still, it is based on Titanfall, so it kinda makes sense.
Not at all. Different game genre, different.
Yeah, but there is not one single picture.
Like first Titanfall, it's multiplayer only with less story.
What, Apex? Is there even
Yes.
story in Apex? I don't think there's.
Less story. That's why I said that.
Choose a character, kill others. That's the story in the game. And run on walls, which is basically the only thing that I personally see as a connection to Titanfall is the wall
I
running.
can see even as a connection to Titanfall because Blobs 3 and Blobs 4 had this thing as well. So it's the same thing as saying this game has connection to blobs.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why they didn't name it Titanfall Apex Legends.
Yes, it have no titans.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And how can you say it's in the freaking same universe if the universe is based on fucking mechs? It's like saying, oh, that's completely based in the Transformers universe, but
Oh, you can say that this game, that Apex Legend have connection to Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, because in Advanced Warfare you have mecha soldiers, I mean android soldiers, and in Apex Legend you have an android character.
so it's a prequel.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's not.
Yeah, but everybody was like, oh, something from Titanfall, something from Titanfall. Yeah, after Titanfall 2. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, here you get a squad-based shooter. Ah, okay. I mean, it's free. I only played it a few times. But now, since it's on Steam, I might play it more often because I use Steam more than I use Origin or EA Play or,
question: Will it
or EA
run
Desktop.
in Origin, or you need Steam only Steam for that?
That's something I don't know. But I think,
We're still talking about EA.
yeah, we're talking about EA, but I'm not sure. You can buy stuff on Steam, so for it. I'm not sure because EA Play is part of Steam now as well. So and
Well, you still run GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 in Rockstar launcher. You still run Assassin's Creed in Ubisoft launcher, and basically you will. It appears that you will run Epics in Origin.
yeah, I guess so. I guess so. But yeah, well, you still get the time and the other stuff like overlay and stuff from Steam. And
Yeah,
there
maybe.
is EA Origin is no more. There is no EA Origin anymore. That's over. That's gone. We have EA Desktop now.
Either I didn't open this shit for way too long and it's still called Origin, or I don't know what.
Yeah, it's a new system. When you use Game Pass and install a game from
New freaking system! Ubisoft made also new fucking system. I think Electronic Arts made new fucking system because Ubisoft made new fucking system.
Ubisoft only basically renamed Uplay. It's
Same, I think the same thing with Origin.
no, actually they changed more in Origin. So this is what it looks now. So um it's not just a graphical update or something. They since you have EA Play for a while, where you have that subscription service and stuff, they did change a few things, and I actually like it more than it used to be. Um, the things that you had before, like the downloads in the bottom left and stuff, that's all the same. Um, but it's not just like, yeah, maybe it's an evolved Origin, but it's new basically. So
Origin is fucking useless for Russia. I just open up Origins and I have a pop up. Because of Bank of Russia, well, because shit happened with Bank of Russia, we don't take international payments anymore.
okay, well, you do have Game Pass, right?
No,
No, don't have Game Pass.
I think not.
We should
Yeah,
change that. But yeah, if you have Game Pass, EA Play is included with that. So you just have to
it's not like I can pay for Game Pass. that for EA Pass outside Steam.
Yeah, but there are some countries that have problems when it comes to gaming.
It's still Origin for me. It's not updating.
Yeah, I started a game from Xbox or from Game Pass, and it told me that I need to install the new app. I had Origin installed, but maybe it's related to the connection between the Game Pass app and EA Games now with EA Play, since that's integrated in Game Pass
Maybe.
now. So that might be. If you don't have Xbox Game Pass or Steam or anything, maybe stuff isn't changed for you yet, because EA Desktop is in beta. It is a beta. It's not released, so it might be like Galaxy, where you have the choice to do it or not yet.
I almost closed Discord while I was closing Origin.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, if I'm talking to myself and I don't get a reply, I know the loader might be gone. And I would see you freeze, I guess. If you just close it, the video might stay in OBS. I'm not sure about that. But I would see if I see Discord in the background instead of your face. Yeah, the loader would be gone. All right, moving on. Yeah, Titanfall, said it before. Get it. Awesome game. No brainer. Buy it.
Yep.
XCOM 2. I still have to play that. A friend gifted it to me a while ago, and I still didn't. I did start it once, but I did not continue. I need to play that. I did enjoy.
An interesting continuation of original XCOM. Well, original. By that I mean remake.
Yeah, I just wanted to say it. Yeah, XCOM Enemy Unknown was the remake of. Back in the day, it was called UFO, UFO.
It was named under two names. It was named as XCOM. What the fuck? XCOM UFO Defense and as UFO Enemy Unknown.
Yeah,
Basically, XCOM Enemy Unknown is compilation of two titles.
yeah, yeah. I remember playing the very first, and that's one of the games that didn't age too well. It is so freaking hard. Back then, it was one of the hardest game I ever played. I didn't play it for long because I didn't get
Yeah.
anywhere. I
I
died.
can even explain how it felt to play original XCOM.
Oh,
Mm.
the thing about the
Do you
original,
remember that meme when a girl sitting on the couch and there are a lot of black guys around her?
I don't know. I see so many memes. I have no idea.
So yeah, basically, original XCOM could start in a way that you just taking your feet out of the plane and from 7 different directions plasma fly at you at
Yeah.
the same time.
And the problem, and I didn't understand that too well back then. I know about it now because the game magazine I'm buying for 30 years already. There's one of the guys in there started a new series a while ago where he plays games that he didn't play back then when they came out. So games that have a really, really good history or a big fan base, like Syndicate, for example, or XCOM, and he played XCOM as well. And then he looks at it from today's point of view, and if he would have enjoyed it back then and how they aged. And XCOM has one thing that gets really annoying after a while, and it's annoying at the beginning when you don't really know that yet. In games today, you just mark all your characters or your squad, whatever, click somewhere, and they all get out of whatever they're in and move over there. In XCOM, in the
Not in
original,
XCOM.
you have to click one and move it over there. Click the other one. You cannot click the last one in the plane. He cannot get out. You have to start with the first one, then a second one, then a third one, then the fourth one, and so on. And yeah, the first time I started the game, I went out of the freaking ship. Maybe 5 or 6 steps. That's where you learn about the attack points and how you can move and all that kind of stuff. And he fell. He just fell. He was dead. I was like, where? From what? The thing is, you only saw a few like bushes and a few things. The further you got, the more you could see, like the fog of war, basically. But yeah, not seeing an enemy that actually kills you from, I don't know, 6, 7 fields away. Yeah, it was one of those frustrating games if you manage to stick to it for a few hours, because you paid a shit ton of money back then. Then it might have been a really good game, but I never got that far, so.
I played on PlayStation. PlayStation had one fatal flaw.
No mouse.
I have no idea if it. Well, basically, in your team could generate one specific person named Isao Yamanaka. This motherfucker will panic at anything. And he will not just panic, he will start shooting at anything and anyone around him.
Oh, okay.
One day, this motherfucker destroyed that fucking tank and killed the whole squad around this tank. First time that I did when I started the new game, I always looked at my team. If I saw Isamu Yamanaka, I would always be like, bye bye, and fire him. That was the first thing that you wanted to do on the PlayStation version.
Shit. Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. Oh, moving on, by the way. Moving to 2017. Or let's actually wait a second. Let's check 2016 on here. It's pretty cool that they named the link the same, just changed the year. I really like that. Alright, just flying through that really quick. Forza Horizon 3, I have no idea. The Forza series is a pretty good series. I played a few of them, didn't play 3, but it looks really nice. It's the Xbox Gran Turismo, basically. So, and not as arcadey as Need for Speed normally. But yeah, great game, looks really awesome. The new ones. Yeah, Titanfall 2, we had that. Planet Coaster, nice strategy building game. Civilization 6. Still didn't play it, but yeah, I have the original Civilization as disc version with manual package and everything in a closet over there. So yeah, if you like to fight other civilizations or become a new one, whatever, yeah, Civilization, great game. Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. That was the second of the new ones. It's not as good as Human Revolution. It's not.
And they didn't continue with this one for some reason.
Yeah, they didn't sell enough of Mankind Divided, I think, to make another part interesting. And to be honest, they should skip that for a few years and come back. I actually would enjoy to see the original Deus Ex remade now. It's been 20 years or something like that. That's something I would really, really enjoy to see. Maybe even since it's running down here for no real reason, but a remake of the original Deus Ex with a not too realistic graphics, more maybe in the direction of Borderlands or something like that. A bit different style, but the same gameplay. A bit like the Diablo 2 remake. Keep the base of the game and the way it used to be played. Take parts.
We have 3 more years and hour and a half to finish.
Yeah, okay, I see that. Okay, moving on. Inside, we already had that. Doom, we had that. Overwatch,
no, I mean, go back to IGN.
Yeah, I just wanted to check Banner Saga. We had the first one earlier. There are actually 3 games, so they came out 2 years in between or so. So yeah,
Dark Souls 3 was on this list.
And Dark Souls 3, yeah, exactly, that was up here somewhere. The Division, yeah, the IGN list is kinda shit. I mean, the Division when
It's
it
not
came,
like First Division is good.
the first Division was pretty bad until 1.8. So it took around 1.5 years or so to become the game that they wanted at the beginning. I played it when it came out, or before it came out in closed beta. It's one of the games where you saw the trailer from E3 years before and you were like, whoa, I need this game. Then they released the game and you were like, wait a second.
Yeah, then they released the game and it was like, I should not trust trailers from Ubisoft.
Yeah, when you saw that game on release, you were like, Watch Dogs, anybody? Maybe? They're also kinda. Anthem will not be in any of those lists, I guess, but that's also one of those games where you saw the trailer, you were like, whoa, epic game. They released it and. Okay, moving on. Hitman, yeah, it's a remake. Not a bad game. I still need to finish that.
It's definitely not finished game.
With 3, maybe. I don't know. In 3 you can play stuff from 1 and 2. Hitman makes no sense for me anymore, and I really don't like episodic games. Release a game, done. The way they released it, they released one episode, you play that for 60, 70 hours and play it in 100 different ways. Might be fun, but I actually like to start a game at the beginning and end it with the last bit of the story, and don't wait 2 months or so.
That's what I not get. Why even bother? Original Hitman have one entrance point and a lot of ways to get to your target, but also in original Hitman, maps were, for some reason, okay, in Contracts and Blood Money, maps were a little bit. For some reason, they felt bigger than in Hitman 1. It's not like you can see one specific pattern and be like, yeah, I'm starting right here, no matter. I'm going to come right here, do exactly the same thing that I did in the first playthrough, and basically get Silent Assassin because that.
Yeah, besides Hitman 2 and 3, I played basically everyone, and every Hitman has a pretty good mix between smaller maps and really, really big maps. Like for example, you have one mission where you're on a boat. A boat is obviously limited, so you might have a boat where you still have several different ways to get rid of your target, but then you have another mission um, where you were on a, what was it, Chinese market or something with hundreds of people, really great
Oh,
performance, um,
okay. I get what
and and
Hitman is talking about.
and also tons of different things that you could do in there, and the area was huge. So it's a pretty good mix actually in every Hitman game where you have a bigger map that can take you an hour or two to even see half of it, and another area where you walk around in 10, 15 minutes and you've seen everything. Or in what was that? In Louisiana or something like that, you had a parade, or was it Mardi Gras or something like that? And you also had several different ways. It was a long part of road where you had tons of people there. So it's a pretty good mix between bigger and smaller maps. With the episodes of Hitman, a friend of mine really enjoyed it because that way he could really play that map to death in every possible ways. But yeah, you might enjoy that, but if there's a consistent story from the beginning to the end, and you play that mission and then you have to wait. I mean, yeah, it's fun to replay it, but if you're kind of forced to replay it because you have to wait 2 or 3 months and then you get episode 2 and then you're like, okay, so what was the story again? Who
Yeah,
and
episode 2, one map.
yeah, that's just shit. I mean, I get it with Telltale maybe, but you also just have 2.5 or 3 hours of content per episode, or used to have back then. So I'm not a fan of episodic games, and it did kill a few game series as well, like the Sin series, for example. The Sin died just because episodic bullshit. There's only one episode of the new Sin. Sin episode 1, done, over. Sin is dead, which is sad. The original Sin would also be a great game to be remade. As a VR version, maybe. Really, really, really fun game back then. Okay, moving on. XCOM 2.
Your mic is for some reason behind you. I mean, on the image.
Yeah, I know. Ah! Yeah, that's because. Yeah, the thing is, normally I should be here. You and the background is on my game PC. Me is on a stream PC, so I cannot place myself behind the mic because I have to be on top. If I place myself behind the mic, I'm gone. So yeah, I know, but there's see with my dark shirt, you don't realize it too much. So let me make a wrinkle here. See? Okay. Anyway, Homeworld. Yeah, strategy game. Desert of Karak. I have no idea. It looks like it is on planets. Homeworld for me.
It's not a strategy. It's a different kind of strategy, this one.
Yeah, that's more like Command and Conquer, I guess. Homeworld normally is a space strategy title where you command different fleets and stuff. So no idea about that one. The Witness, we had that. Oxenfree. Yeah, Oxenfree is a really, really nice adventure game. Point and click adventure basically with puzzles. Really, really great game. And in the credits, there will be something that will 100% confuse anybody who plays that game on Steam. Just read the credits, you will confused as fuck. Darkest Dungeon, a game I think I'm never gonna play. People tell me I should play it. I know it's a really good.
Why it's not on IGN list?
I have no idea what IGN does in their list because, yeah, Darkest Dungeon is one of the best games that came out in the last decade. Even though I didn't play it, I know a lot of people who played. I've seen a lot of people stream it. It's just not my type of game, but I do see the appeal and why people enjoy that game. So why that isn't on IGN, I have no idea. It's definitely one of the really good games and memorable games of the 2010 to 2020 decade. So that Dragon Cancer, yeah, I wouldn't call that a game. It's more an experience. If you want to have something to get in a good mood, steer away from that one. You will not get in a good mood with this game. Okay, IGN 2017. Destiny 1 was also kinda not in the list.
It's not like Destiny 1 is a good game. And Destiny 2 at the start wasn't a good game as well.
Yeah, the thing is, Destiny, the original, was overhyped as fuck. It was so freaking expensive, and I still, until this day, don't know why. Most of the money went to marketing. It was one of the most expensive games ever, mostly because of the marketing. I think it blew away $600 million or so. For the development, they didn't make 600 millions. They paid that much. And they released the game basically unfinished and finished the story with DLCs and stuff. It was supposed to be a bit different than what they actually released. I was interested in it. Then I kind of knew too much about it and I totally lost interest. There was just too much shit that was just bullshit. Destiny 2, well, it's free to play now, so give it a shot. I got it through Humble Bundle, and um, that was still a time where you had to pay full price for that game. You don't just have microtransactions in there, you have hell of microtransaction. You have microtransactions on microtransactions. No matter what you do, you without paying money, you will not get everything in the game. Impossible. It is impossible. There are things that you only can get with money. That's what I think about microtransactions. And a game that asks full price and has microtransactions can go fuck itself. So there's no reason for me to get Resident Evil Village. Sure, nobody forces you to get coins that unlock something and basically kill the whole gameplay, because if you get upgrade points like for what was it, Tom Clancy's, was it not Wildfire? Anyway, the other,
Well,
yeah, was it the second one that came out?
yeah,
Yeah, so you could basically pay more and unlock all weapons, all skills, all XP, all kind of shit. So where's the point in buying a game where you have a level system and then you just unlock it? Well, back in the day, we just downloaded either Crack or Trainer. We didn't pay if we wanted to play like a pussy. Yeah, well, you use a god cheat and you play like a pussy. Where's the point in getting a game? That's the same like how can anybody be proud of killing somebody with a wall hack? I mean, I will never understand people playing multiplayer games with wall hacks. What skill is that? You need zero skill for that. Zero. It's like saying, "Oh, I'm a race driver." I mean, it's not me who races. It's Alonso or whoever, but I'm the race driver. Anyway, moving on. Divinity Original Sin 2. We had the first one earlier, so this is the follow-up basically. Bigger, better, more. Dragon Quest, I know it's a really um, well-known game and liked game. It's on console, I don't care, so I have no idea.
it's on PC.
9?
11.
Hmm. Now that's Quest Heroes 2, that's Quest Builders, that's
One.
Quest 9, that's
That's
Heroes.
the first one. You several times hovered over that.
Oops. Ah, the original is not on PC.
Yep, they ported Enhanced Edition.
The first Dragon Quest game is 6. The others are not Dragon Quest. The other ones are Dragon Quest Builder and Hero. It's not
It's
Dragon Quest.
It's original Dragon Quest. It's Dragon Quest 11 Enhanced Edition.
Oh, that's 11. Okay, yeah. Okay. I was at 9. I was looking for 9, not 11. That's my fail. But yeah, the others before that were not on PC. So I kind of expected that to be console only as well.
This one is on PC. It's Japan only. And this one is MMO.
Okay. Yeah, they just released Dragon Quest Builders 2 on Game Pass. But as
Yep.
far as I know, it's co-op only, so. Fortnite! Yeah, that's definitely
Yep.
a game that yeah, you cannot get past that anymore. I mean, if
You
you
still can skip it.
yeah, sure. But if you don't know Fortnite, you lived behind the moon. Seriously, there's nothing that you have to say about Fortnite anymore at this point. everybody knows Fortnite, I think. Hollow Knight, a game I still need to continue, but I don't know. It's what is Fork Knife? Yeah, I know, right? You never heard of that game. Sorry. Hollow Knight. Um, uh, Dark Souls platformer. Let's use that, even though I'm not really a fan of using that term, but it kind of fits. If you don't want to get overwhelmed by upgrades, different weapons and functions and stuff like you get in Dead Cells, get Hollow Knight. That sums it up. It's a hard platformer where you have one weapon, I think, and
I think.
yeah, you die a lot. It's a Metroidvania, so the more you play, the more you can unlock. But it's basically you have your minimalistic attack system and dodge and block system. So yeah, I do have to play it again. Horizon Zero Dawn. Well, this is talking about the PlayStation version. It was released, was it last year on PC?
Yes.
Yeah, it was released August last year. This is really an awesome port to PC from the PlayStation. It was already a really great looking game on the PlayStation, one of the best looking games on PlayStation 4 at that time at least. But the port and the remake for PC, great, definitely great. Third person action open world game, yeah, if you like the style and the story around it, get it. It's an awesome game. Dragon Quest Builders 2 is a block building RPG set in fantasy land threatened by an evil cult. Explore battle. Yeah, I know that. I know that. I know the game. I just never played it. We both have Game Pass, so we might want to play that in co-op eventually. It just came to Game Pass last week or so. All right, moving on. Mario Kart 8. That's the one I did not play, so I cannot really talk too much about. Oh wait, actually, 2017. I think I actually. Nah, I think I still played that. I'm not sure. Well, Mario Kart. What else do you have to say about that? It's Mario Kart. You need a Nintendo for that anyway. So if you have a Nintendo, you already have Mario Kart. It's it's just. I think I never saw or met anybody with any Nintendo hardware who didn't have Mario Kart. I think that's the game everybody has with their Nintendo console. If not, why do you even get Nintendo? It's like saying, "Hey, I'm a Nintendo fan, but I hate Mario." Hmm. Okay. All right. Moving on. Nier Automata. A really interesting game with an interesting look of the world and the universe and the story around it. The port to PC that you can get on Steam is not the same that you get with Xbox Game Pass. The Game Pass version is the updated and enhanced Xbox One edition. Why the version wasn't updated on Steam,
They
I
will update it. Actually, they had an announcement that they will update Steam eventually.
okay. My guess is or was that Xbox had it exclusively done for their console back then. Um, to yeah, well, have a reason to buy the enhanced Xbox One version. Um, and yeah, the updated version, I played the original on Steam, the port on Steam. Yeah, it was okay, but it didn't get too much into it. When I got Game Pass now and it was released on Game Pass, I thought, let's give it another try. Before I knew that it was the enhanced version, it looks better, it plays better, and I played it for a few hours actually, and I could kill bosses and stuff in that game. So I'm not completely shit when it comes to games that go in the Dark Souls direction. But this game is completely weird. You play as your character and a bot that shoots, and you control both individually. That kinda messes a little bit with me, but great game. Super Mario Odyssey. Didn't play it. Cannot say anything about it. I've seen a shit ton of speedruns and stuff of the game. So
Not interested in either in Mario or Zelda.
yeah, I mean, if I would have a Switch, I would definitely get both of them. If I get a Wii U, I will definitely get the Wii U mainly for Breath of the Wild because yeah, even though you have high resolution on the Switch, I don't care. The Wii U has a 900p resolution. I mean, that's a shit ton more than I'm used from Nintendo, so it's already an upgrade for me. I want to play Zelda. I want to play Zelda Breath of the Wild because it looks great. It has a lot of awesome puzzles and platforming and stuff in it. Yeah, so I kind of want to play that game. Also, a game that I definitely would get if I had a PlayStation 4 would be the Uncharted series. Looks nice. It's supposed to be good. I have no idea. I never played it, so I cannot really judge about it. Okay,
I played a
moving.
little bit in Uncharted 4, and it definitely looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's great. Although I think 4 was the one that the people didn't like that much compared to the others. Um, but yeah, it's basically Tomb Raider with a male character. Kinda ish. But yeah, it looks really great. Third person game. Alright. What remains of Edith Finch? Um I played it, I had way too high expectations. They were not met at all. It's it's not a bad game. It's basically a walking simulator with some kind of puzzles in it. I couldn't tell you much about the game. I still know how it looks area-wise, but it's for me personally a completely forgettable game. 100% forgettable game. I think I have it in Epic or so. It looks nice and all, but yeah, I don't know. I think it was overhyped. It's not one of the games that I will remember as one of the good games or best games of last decade.
Well, it might be a good game, but it's definitely not a best or must play.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not a bad game. I mean, technically and for what it is, it's not bad, but I kinda just expected more. I don't know. Alright, Wolfenstein, the new Colossus. Yeah, well, the new Wolfenstein series. Besides one, which is the game with his daughters, which already makes no sense in my brain. Because Wolfenstein is Blazkowicz. Sorry. If it's not Blazkowicz, don't name it Wolfenstein. It's easy as that. That's it. So yeah, besides the fact that it is meant, the other one is meant for co-op and doesn't work. But yeah, Wolfenstein, the new series, looks great. Really nice gameplay. So yeah, definitely.
The second one also already was heavily criticized for its story, its gameplay, and a lot of different stuff. Don't switch list.
I have to because that seriously, that cannot be that we have Assassin's Creed Odyssey now. Where is Origins? Where was Origins came out when? 17, right?
I have no idea, and I'm not going to even recognize it as a good game.
It came out 17 actually. So Origins is a. I mean, it's not like the original Assassin's Creed anymore, but for what it is, Origins is.
Because of that, no.
Yeah, I really like it. Odyssey, I'm
No.
not. Why?
If you backstabbing person, that person should be dead, and he not just should look at you and say, "What the fuck is you doing here?"
Huh? But you can. Yeah, I mean,
No, you can't backstab a
if
person who is several
if
levels higher than you.
yeah, okay, yeah, they changed it again. It's not like your original game, but that
And that's stupid. That's bullshit.
yeah, but it's still a good game. It doesn't.
No,
Yes,
it's fucking grinding. Stupid fucking
show me
grinding.
one game that isn't grinding anymore.
Dark Souls. Okay, you might grind for souls, but that's basically uh, that's basically a gameplay loop of every RPG. Yeah, okay, but that's a classical RPG. It's not like, hey, I'm an action series. Go and grind your ass.
Yeah, if yeah, it's kind of. See, I do like the original Assassin's Creed, but I don't see Assassin's Creed Origins, even though the name kinda implies it, as continuation of the original Assassin's Creed. For me, Origins is a new beginning for Assassin's Creed. It's not your stealth game anymore. It's not your one target pick and kinda target puzzle game where you have to get to them, figure out how to get away from the. Now it's just, oh, that's the target. Okay, let's kill that guy and everybody who is on the way to them and on the way away from them. So it's definitely much more action now, so less stealth. But for the action I personally got in Assassin's Creed Origins, I really enjoyed it. Um, if I wanted to have an original Assassin's Creed game, yeah, no, that's not an original Assassin's Creed game. So I'm totally with you when it comes to that. But as a game itself, yeah, maybe the Assassin's Creed, if that wouldn't be in it anymore. What I don't like about the Assassin's Creeds at this point is everything that's related to real life. It doesn't make any sense anymore. The animus outside of Assassin's Creed does not make any single bit of sense anymore. If somebody starts with an Assassin's Creed game now, they have no fucking idea what the fuck is going on. Animus, who are those people? Why am I in the real world now? And that doesn't make any sense. And they didn't, or at
And
least,
Origins doesn't have Templars.
hmm?
Origins shouldn't have Templars as well.
Yeah, it should. Now at this point, it should just be the story about an assassin from one time era. Done. There is no reason to tell me that I'm lying somewhere in the animus and it's my memories of a relative from mine. It doesn't make any sense anymore. It was okay for the first few games, but they should have ended the Desmond storyline back then for real. I still have no idea how did that even end?
Yep, he died.
Ah, okay. When? In what game?
I think 3.
Ah, shit! That's the one I started twice. I played it in the original, and then I wanted to play it in the remake. Yeah, I don't know. I really want to play it, but I'm not getting to it. The bin is on fire. Oh no! Oh my god! Oh my god! Get that fire out! Wait, what?
Ain't it's the whole point of this bin.
The bin is on fire. Wait, what? What the purpose of that bin is?
Yeah, no, ain't the bin on fire. It's the only purpose of this bin.
Yeah, you can see yeah, in those discussional streams, Yeah, I mean, it would fit more if we rip games apart. But since we rant every now and then, maybe maybe I should do one thing. Um, and maybe we should do one thing. I mean, I could just place it here. Here. And if we start to rant, we can just drop the shit game in there. Something like that. Okay, never mind. That's not gonna work with me and two overlays on two different PCs combined into one. So there's no there's no farting in this overlay. So sorry, that's not gonna work. Save your points. Yeah, I don't have that in here. All right. Anyway, moving on. Odyssey for me personally, I'm not interested in the story. Odysseus and all that stuff. I've seen that in so many movies and stuff. I don't know. It's a theme that I'm really not too much into it, and I know from others that that it's basically like Valhalla, way, way, way too long. I would be interested in Valhalla for the theme because Vikings and being brutal and stuff, but I already know that that game is artificially prolonged with a shit ton of stuff, and it might not be bad. I heard and read mixed things about it, but nah, I think Odyssey came too soon and Valhalla came too soon as well. Origin was released 2 years or so after the other mess before. What was that? Unity, I think? Or Syndicate?
Maybe.
Unity or Syndicate is
Who
I don't
cares at this
I
point?
don't know, one of those. But that was the first time where they took 2 years at least between Assassin's Creeds before they released it, and you can feel that. And you can also feel that they didn't take their time with Odyssey, as far as I know from friends. Anyway, moving on. Celeste, a really great platforming game, which gets really difficult at one point, and then it really pissed me off, so I didn't continue playing it. But if you can get over that, that's pretty good. Yeah, it was Origin that they had 2 years in between, and then they released Odyssey after a year. So yeah, Celeste, if you see that on sale, because yeah, it's not a game for everybody. Um, the art style is beautiful, the platforming is great, the controls are really, really good. But it has a few things that might be really frustrating for you. Forza Horizon 4, I'm still pissed that the Lego DLC is not part of it. I would really enjoy to play this game with Lego cars. I actually had it installed before I reinstalled my system. Forza 4, nice game. The way they released it on Steam was really shit. So, into the bin over there. They released a 6-year-old game for full price. That's just a no-go. It's just a no-go. It's in Game Pass for a while already. And they release it on Steam for 70 euros in the standard edition. 70 euros! What game costs 70 euros? I mean, if you want to ask 70 on consoles, which is your regular price now on consoles, hey, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. If there's a package included, go ahead. Ask for 70 bucks for the console guys. But we're on PC. I don't even get a freaking printed manual. Why the fuck are you asking for 70 bucks? For what? For what?
Because Bobby Kotick said that we can pay more.
Yeah, that's just bullshit. That's the one move from Xbox Game Studios where I really say, hey, fuck you guys. I love you, but that move was bullshit. Release that game for 40 bucks would still be a bit too expensive, but more reasonable because that game originally came out 6 years ago. So you're releasing an old game. that was already on Xbox Game Pass for a while. So there's nothing new to the game. There's no upgraded graphics, there's no RTX included, there's no all DLCs included for $70. Then it would maybe be okay. But seriously, if I see $100 for a game, something is wrong there. Something is seriously wrong. You get a few free DLCs, but no. No, and the shitstorm. See, at the beginning there was a big shitstorm. Now mostly positive. We have 40,000 people who bought that game. Hey, if you're pissed about something, don't buy it. You want to get Forza really cheap? $4, and if you're lucky, $1 for a month on Game Pass. Play the shit out of that game. Be done with it. Now, every game that you want that was released on an Xbox, don't go Steam, go Game Pass. It's the best and cheapest way to get games that were on the console. And sometimes you get the better version as well. Alright, moving on. God of War. That's a game they need to release on PC finally. Seriously. How stupid can Sony be? How stupid can Sony Game Studios be?
Well, they already released Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, true, but that's not another Sony game. Wasn't God of War produced by Sony? It's an awesome game.
It definitely was developed by a different studio.
Published by them and wait a second. Horizon Zero Dawn on PC is PlayStation Mobile? What? Oh, what? Yeah, they definitely own that studio by now, but they were definitely the publisher for that. So, yeah, some games they release on PC and some they don't, and I don't understand why. Because I'm definitely not the only one who wants to play a game like God of War on PC. So I don't care for Resident Evil or other games. But there are a few games like Killzone is one of those exclusives. And the God of War series. Those two I would really, really like to see on PC. Alright, moving on. Monster Hunter World. Yeah, still kinda need to play it, and I'm still kinda pissed about the grind that we did back then for the release of the DLC. Fun game, but also kinda overpriced. Red Dead Redemption 2. I cannot play, but I would if I could. Yeah, if you like Western games, and there are definitely not many Western games out there. I mean, if you like Western games, that's your only choice anyway. There's not a Western game right now.
Of Juarez, Gunslinger.
That's so much older than this game.
Yeah, but it's definitely a lot better shooter.
Yeah, because it's an FPS shooter. This is a third-person action RPG. You want to play God of War? Get a PlayStation. No. Yeah, at one point, if I can afford it, I will buy a PlayStation 4 for a handful of games. But right now, I mean, I did play God of War. I know why I want to have it. I played the first two, almost finished them when I remember right. So, actually, the first was out on the PlayStation 2. I think I even have that. I'm not sure. I really like that, and there are not that many games like that, sadly. Red Dead Redemption 2, yeah, if I had enough money, I would get that. Definitely a really good game. Anyway, moving on. A game that's really, really interesting and weird looking is the Return of the Obra Dinn. I'm not sure if I would count that as one of the best games of the decades. It definitely has its own look, which is something new and different. But I would not list that in the best games of the decade. Maybe in the original art style category or so. Yeah, then it's definitely in the top 5 of games from the last decade, doing something new. So yeah, definitely looks nice. I would play it if I had it. It's on my wish list for a reason. So I find it funny that I can play PS2 games via emulation on my Series S and they look better than early augmented graphic. Yeah, that's so fucking funny. If you want to play PlayStation games in higher quality, get an Xbox. I can't play a PS2 on PS4, PS5. Yeah, that's the thing. So much for Xbox and compatibility, downwards compatibility. Hey, you cannot just play Xbox games basically every Xbox game ever released on our console. No, you can even play the games from the different company. Anyway, moving on. Subnautica. If you want to play a really nice survival, open world survival crafting game, that's a bit different than your typical one. Subnautica. Really, really a fun game. I'm also gonna try that again soon in VR because when it was released and it had VR, it was looking and running like shit. So I'm having hopes for that. And no, Breath Edge is not Subnautica in space. Do you want to say anything about Subnautica?
Aiden, can we have a little break
All right.
and mute me from the stream for a moment?
All right. Wait. Give me a sec. All right. Wait. Let me. All right. So sorry for the muting. Let me read chat here real quick. I can't play piece 2. Okay, I need to make food. All right. All right. Thanks for hanging out, Omega. All right, guys. So um, we were talking a lot again. We are over 3 hours again. We still didn't finish. We're gonna wrap that up right now for the moment. Um, I'm gonna continue the stream, but I'm gonna take a break as well. I need something fresh to drink, need to get a fresh up and all that kind of stuff. But it's getting late for Lothar. We were streaming 3 hours already. We are on really, really different time zones. He's already in the future for a few hours.
Yeah, and I'm going to have a next day in 1 hour or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's getting late, so we're gonna wrap that up. We will continue and finish that decade. Maybe next week, maybe in 2 weeks, we will definitely let you know. So hit the notification button down there. Also follow on Twitter because that's where we post when we have our streams. And as always, um, Lothar's last famous words.
Epic Bio games on GOG.
That's just, I think we just need to sample that once and I put it on a button or so. All right, Lothar, thanks for hanging out and doing this with me. And yeah, I hope you have a good rest and feel
Yeah,
well soon. And I hope you don't get too sick. So you take
that as
care.
well.
You take care, and yeah, we talk on Discord. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna check out what you sent me there later. All right,
Yeah,
bye.
I talked about this on the last week. No, not the last week. When we originally thought
Yeah,
the stream is going to be.
the history one. All right, Lothar, I'm gonna kick you
Yeah.
out now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
All right, so yeah, 3 hours. Oh my god, I definitely need a bio break, and I'm freaking sweating in my freaking shirt here. So yeah, that was really long. We okay, this time I didn't really expect to be at 2 hours or something like that, but we often expect to go, oh, maybe we make it to 1.5 hours or so, and 3 hours later we're like, oh fuck. We never get distracted, you know that. I mean, distraction in a stream with me and Lothar, renting sometimes. Nah, that's not. I mean, nah. Yeah, if you see us go live, yeah, you should take time. The thing is, if you have two people like Lothar and me, from first different cultures, different eras, basically as well, and yeah, we can rant about so much stuff. So, but yeah, wouldn't be the Digital Homicides discussional podcast stream thingy if that wouldn't be like that, right? So kind of fits the group's theme. I mean, we were kind of ranting and ripping shitty developers, new ones, so yeah, it just kind of makes sense to sometimes rant if we see need for it. Um, so oops, that sometimes happens. All right, I'm gonna take a break. That break will be a few minutes. So that will be at least 10, 15 minutes or so. So I think I'm gonna... Okay, it's 6:13 p.m. I think I'm gonna be back at 30 latest. So that would be 17 minutes. I think I'm gonna keep it a bit shorter though. But yeah, that's that. Let me actually switch to the other scene real quick. Alright, I should maybe activate that mic in that scene as well. Then talking makes more sense. Woohoo! Okay, let me actually restart my OBS here. Ah, and also, get rid of the headset. No, wait, I have to change the thingy as well. Oh yeah, I'm definitely needing a bio break. Oh, yeah, right, I don't have my headset on my freaking head anymore. And it didn't crash, that's also good. And yes, I was watching Big Bang earlier, and I'm not on my break screen. Alright.
Getting there, getting there, getting there, getting there. Don't rush me. Okay, so, now I can get rid of that. Alright, that's running. Does that work?
It's gonna be legend.
Wait for it.
Dairy.
Okay, so that's working as well. Let me switch my title. Actually, I'm not sure what I'm gonna play. I'm not fully sure what I'm gonna play. I think I'm gonna play a little bit of No Man's Sky, maybe? Oh, I just realized the last time I saved one of the Digital Homicide streams, or the VODs, that I do have English, Russian, and Deutsch in the title as well. And if you don't read the first, yeah, Russian and German is rude. I saw that I had to laugh so hard. I don't know why. It looked funny. Okay, not in Russian anymore. I mean, it's not like we really have a lot of Russian in our streams and the podcasts, but every now and then. So, I have no idea. I'm fucking clueless. I might actually continue with Star Wars later. But I'm not sure yet. That's... Yeah, maybe play another VR game. Oh, actually, I have to... okay, I want to check that out now. I want to see that... I want to see that freaking spider. I cannot watch it from here. Let me go to my channel. I want to see that again. Oh my god, spider in my face. God damn it. Alright, videos. Should be this one. Freaking spider, holy shit. Where was that? It was here somewhere, right? Oh yeah. Oh, actually. Where was it? Oh, okay. Wait a second. Where is it? I don't see it. Oh, here. Oh, you do see it. Fuck. Do you see it coming down, actually? Where is it? Oh, I see it. My face and my eyes focusing the freaking spider in front of me. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Oh my god, that's freaking funny. Itsy bitsy spider. Holy shit. Seriously, what the hell? Normally I would not kill a spider, but that spider, I mean, that one just asked for it. Holy shit. Damn. Damn. Okay, yeah, that was definitely, this will, I mean, it gave me goosebumps because not because I'm afraid of spiders or anything. I mean, this is not a spider that does anything. It's not like it's a freaking, I don't know, Black Widow or some other deadly spider. And I only have 9 minutes for my break, but no, I'm taking a longer break, like I said. So, but I wanted to play some music or something.